Hello, everybody, and welcome to Aurorum Kingkeeper, Throne Aside, Regimaker, Season 5, Session 7? Let's just say it's 7. Let's just say it's 7. And how are you gentlemen doing?
Good. I'm all right. The daylight savings is throwing me off a little bit, but
yeah, that threw me.
Yeah, mine is I think November 1st.
the first day it changes, you're just like, what the fuck? It's 8 o'clock and the sun's still up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and yours is opposite ours, of course. So you are like mine is fall ahead, right? No, fall back. So mine is gonna be the one where I think you get more sleep at night. And I think
No,
yours
when
will be lost sleep.
but when you go into your daylight savings time ends or whatever it is, then I think we're an hour later again.
Yeah. You guys are going to be, when it's all said and done, 2 hours later than the opposite, which is 2 hours sooner. When we first started this campaign originally, we started with it. So like we're with you guys being the 2 hours later, and we switched to 2 hours sooner. You were both like, "Oh, this is nice. Life is worth living." This is
and now
great.
we're going back again.
Yeah. So listen, I poked Midori recently about making plushies of our characters. Yeah, because I love to see the characters as plushies. I thought that'd be super cool. So which characters should we do first? Which campaign do you guys think we should have plushified first? Jake's muted.
That's just answer this quickly. My daughter's up.
He's like, I am now on the spot. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have to answer because you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put a poll in chat so they can find out which one. New poll: who to plushify first? Who to plushify first?
Are you telling me you're putting it in a poll in the Kingmaker stream?
Yeah.
I know. I was like, I want to answer, but I'm biased.
I feel like it's slightly biased. So I have a couple of comments. One, Midori makes amazing plushies, so that's hype. I'm quite pleased to hear that. That's cute. Raerin is down the bottom in terms of plushies. That's racist against humans. Two.
Wait, what?
She's asked for. Rena and Cressellin aren't human. They're Perrin.
And Perrin are more or less half elf, so more or less they look human.
Wow. Two. Bear with me. Little bit of time zone conjecture. All right. All right, chat. Here we go. Do you remember back in the old days when we had hardcore Grishka? You know, the Grishka who like said, drop your weapons. Then when you did, applied axe to your spine.
Yeah.
You notice how that disappeared around the time when the time zone change happened? When he became happy and less tired, the sun was still out occasionally. And he was like, you know what? Maybe all these people don't need to die.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jake, do you know what he's talking about?
Now we're back to #Dark Jake. Jake after dark?
Are you trying to get a hashtag going?
No. I'm not sure what I like, whether I like #Jake after dark or something like that. But what I'm saying is, you just wait.
Hey, Jad.
You
Is this like a Chad?
Jad. Oh my God! Don't be such a Jad. Like blood all over his hands. What? What I'm saying is, guys, you watch, you wait, and we'll see whether Jad returns with the darkness.
Like Karuk don't give a fuck. Oh, not everybody knows what the word Karuk means. Remember how I've been referring to the people from the Barren Lands as orc, even if they're not bloodline orc? So if you're a human, they're orcs. There's now
Orc
a
is
word
like a
for them.
social construct.
Yeah, Karuk is the culture out there. So everybody from out there is a Karuk. which is just exactly the social.
Wait, they're all crooks. This is actually Australia.
Wow.
All right, Neil, it's time. Dingo Dango. Get him, boys.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not prepared to humiliate myself like I did with Providence.
It's a tie between Kingmaker and Regicide. A tie between Kingmaker and Regicide.
35,000 channel points.
Which is an additional 7 votes. So since Steve has spent so many points on Kingmaker, I guess Regicide wins by default. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You know? All right. Well, I mean, since it's a tie, that's a rough one. I guess if it's a tie,
looks like we throw it to Thronekeeper.
Oh, how many votes did they get? Are they even worth mentioning on a
That's
day-to-day basis?
Cool.
Oh no!
You can't say that live on air, Scott.
They got 2 votes, and the sad part is I voted for them.
Oh no!
Oh, Scott, that was. Why did you have to say that?
Well, I'm just being honest.
Oh, Norway voted TK. That's how you know they're the most basic. Norway no offense.
That's funny. That's funny. We only make fun of them because their game's on easy mode. You know, that's all. Just because you roll dice and succeed. So that's all. That's the only reason why I make fun of them. Actually, I won't lie. That game gets some of the most in-depth RP, which I very much enjoy. It's not a basic bitch sitting around and getting all frumpy grumpy with somebody that made him a nice dinner. You know what I mean? How dare you put the fork on the left side? How you should have known.
Are these eggs not soft boiled?
How dare! Fuck your nation! Right to the queen. You know, it's like
You may be a
Jesus.
lot bigger than us, but we will be the dildo that drives you to your grave.
Well, you are a cock, so it
I
makes
was
sense.
not expecting that.
Oh boy. Awesome. Well, thank you, and actual recap now. Jake, if you could please go ahead and reenact that scene that Neil and I were just discussing.
You know, I'd like to, but it just
against
won't be
Twitch
as genuine, and it will cheapen the moment.
That scene that we were just reenacting, that is against Twitch terms of service, to be fair.
I won't lie. That GIF, if you haven't seen it, it's probably Kingmaker spoilers. That GIF of Jake facepalming
It's quite good, isn't it?
It's genuinely glorious. Like, it's one of the ones where watching on loop just makes it better.
I didn't even notice that during the scene, obviously, because I'm staring at Scott with hate.
Likewise. Likewise.
I haven't seen. Wait, what's this? I gotta find this.
Oh my god!
Like as I'm like, I apply shovel to dirt, put my foot on the shovel to dig in. You see Jake just like, woo!
It's so good, and it's one of the things too where even if you rewatch the scene, it's still not as beautiful as the GIF. The GIF is genuine. The GIF is a
solid GIF as well.
Is the GIF somewhere in Discord? I need to see.
I think it's Kingmaker spoilers.
I can put it in Kingmaker now.
Yeah. Honestly, can somebody post? Can one of you boys post it when you find it? And I need to turn it into like a command. Oof. The command will be oof. Okay.
It's so good. That's so good.
Awesome. So after that transpired, you boys eventually found your way. So once you tossed
that
it over
was
here,
the worst recap ever. You literally recapped nothing.
Yep.
Literally nothing, Scott.
And after that transpired, you guys head south over to the actual time temple, which is not a surprise as to what it is, where it is, so on and so forth. We've talked about it a million times in multiple campaigns. And finally, you see it. 2 of you, for all of its glory. Collapsed building, old mill ruins with a collapsed wall, so on and so forth. And one of you sees it for something a bit more. A rising pyramid. Oh god, I always forget. What's the name of the type of pyramid that is, like the Aztec pyramids?
You're thinking like the Aztec steps.
Ziggurat?
Yeah. Ziggurat.
Not...
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ziggurat.
Yeah.
Ziggurat style pyramid. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was step pyramid.
Listen, we just needed somebody with a proper education to help us out here. You know what I mean? So.
Well, of course he's going to know what a ziggurat and a pyramid is. How else do you know which one to steal from? It's an Australian joke.
That was
quite
Perhaps.
good. Well done.
When
I
you
actually
look
will say well done to that one. That was quite good.
When you look at the layers, is perhaps bad when the Brits making jokes about stealing like things of cultural heritage.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons why I've actually found that funnier.
Wow.
Step pyramid is a thing.
Wow.
But is there a difference between step pyramid and ziggurat?
I think step pyramid is a simplified version, whereas the ziggurat is specifically for a certain culture or cultures. You know what I mean? I could.
Built in ancient Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
It has the form of a terraced compound, successively receding stories or levels. You guys okay if we change this to building maker?
Building maker?
And we just discuss different types of buildings.
Have you seen that
architecture? It doesn't work.
Have you seen that clip of the guy clapping in front of the ziggurat? And because of the way the temple's built, the sound travels up and is reflected back, and it sounds like a bird.
That's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's beautiful. Jake, you just got to give Winifred's wisdom, because Patreon appreciated your blessings. They needed them.
Thank you.
Yeah. They had a couple of hiccups as they're learning a new system and everything, so you gave them some aid, and they appreciate that. All right. Awesome. Yeah. So as you approach, you saw the ziggurat and the other two things. What did I say? Oh, nobody gave me the clip for the just so I don't get distracted by it later on. What's the link for the facepalm, so I can throw it into oof?
Oh,
you mean the GIF?
The GIF is in Discord.
Can you just pop it right inside Twitch chat, pretty please? And I'll make the command. Oh, Neil. Oh, Neil. Oh, as a joke, you're not a mod. I'm gonna fix that for you. I'm sorry, sir.
It's probably not as a joke. It's probably because you timed me out, you little bitch.
Well, yeah, but you usually deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
You think you'd be able to change it on your channel so that it didn't demod when you timed out?
No. It automatically does that. Yeah. Okay, so you don't have to click multiple things in case somebody's being a dick.
Using the system.
Yeah.
I know it's like all of Scott's jokes. He's like, it was a joke, and everyone's like, uh-huh.
All right, so you should be good, Neil. You're a mod again.
Thanks. I'd like to thank everyone for the opportunity that Scott's provided me today to protect you. Are you back on your rubbish camera, Scott?
Oh, why? You don't like the colors?
No,
you're just really pixelated.
Yeah.
Am
You
I?
make Tesh look HD.
Really? I'm pixelated?
Yeah. I'm wondering if it's a connection thing.
Yeah, it must be a connection thing because... Yeah, granted, my upload download...
You actually look better on Twitch than you do in the Zoom call.
Yeah,
but this is me on my local camera on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
All right, so anyways, where the fuck is that link? So we can move on.
What is going on? Guys, please, we've physically not started.
What, are they trumping you left and right already? You deserve it, it's okay.
Anno, and I'm trusting Anno on this one. 2 FFs and 1 TC already.
Oh my... What did we do?
Why is the name on Discord now purple?
All right, there we go. That should be good. What did Steve do? What are you talking about? Holy shit, that thing's exploding. It's gonna be... Oh boy. Oh man, the past couple minutes is gonna be... I'm just gonna wait till the wave is over and then I'll add it all up. Yeah, I'll just do that.
You're gonna die.
In that time, should we do an actual recap?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll, if you don't like mine,
All right.
you can.
All right, help me out, chat. So we met Ilen, and we traveled then to Howd Gwen, where we had a short meeting with a few people, discussed a few things. We met Aslan, who isn't a lion, he's a snake. And he told us about the existence of various different snake people, Slocos, and confirmed the existence of a different species of heron-like creature who are referred to as lopers, which I presume is short for interlopers.
It is.
We're told they come from, and isn't to do with the length of their legs and arms. And he told us about the existence of these lopers and how they have infiltrated many different tiers of high society within Peridel, and how they are probably at the moment likely driving the war efforts across the countries. And they are using various allowances with Metahina ship to ensure that they have people in every rung of society and in every controlling rung of society. So he sort of elaborated on why they were a risk, and we pretty much agreed to share information with him regarding Slocos and regarding Lopers, and in return they would provide a measure of protection along our borders from their warrior caste. I say caste because they're grown to be warriors, but we'll call them caste for now. And that was interesting. That we spoke to the Sunbury Queen briefly, offered some help and whatnot. She informed us that should what we know as the Regicide crew come back, they intend to hand them over to Peridel to garner good favor. Knowing this, we then set off to Ostrad to look at the battle site where the Loper was killed by Hinta or Hansa, I think. Not sure though. Sorry, two female hobgoblins that Scott made relatively similar, and it's difficult when we have his brain.
One was a hobgoblin, one was a human.
No, they were both hobgoblins.
No. Hinta was a human.
No.
Was she a hobgoblin? No. Oh well.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hansa is the
Smith. Okay, so
yeah, so it was Hinta.
Yeah. Okay, Neil is down. Thank you.
And so we travelled there.
Wait, why is Neil done?
Because Hinta was a human.
No, she wasn't. She's hobgoblin.
From Raerin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. We're not crazy.
No, we're not.
Hinta and Hansa are both hobgoblins.
They're both hobgoblins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go double check Captain Hinta. Yeah.
Okay.
And where were we? So then we went to diplomacy with the lieutenant commander. We learned lots of things. The commander has disappeared and hasn't been sighted for a long time, and so he's sort of fallen back because he's such like a basic low army officer. He's not able to think for himself, so he's just hunkered down to follow her last command to the last man. So we then we went to have some diplomacy, and they had arranged a fantastic spread of food. They were very pleasant. And then when asked about invading Adir, which has no sovereign leader currently, the land. They got quite irate, and we got quite irate, and we left shortly and swiftly with bad blood in the air.
Just a bit.
So that's good. And then we decided to travel south to the what we know as the Time Temple. As characters, we know it is a temple involved with magical research and probably also involved with the temporal distortion, if it is that we experienced. And then that was it.
Yeah. Okay, and then there's the perception that I already mentioned, which is two of you see one thing, one of you sees something different.
Yeah, we just like step forward towards it to see, like to. I think I think we were going to.
Kroll is the only one that sees it for how it is. I mean,
and then
at the moment,
Kroll was wanting to show us somehow, and then that was when we cut it.
Okay. So you guys started walking over and towards it. As you're walking towards it, by the way, Neil, you also got a Winifred's Wisdom, so please mark that somewhere so that you actually use it, so you don't lose it. And that is what happens. I have like 16 other notes I have to keep track of, but I think I'm good. Let me just. Oh boy. Okay. Cool. All right.
Stop smiling.
It's just funny to see.
Yeah, I don't like
It's funny
this.
to see who's dropping what. That's all. That's all. You know.
We're gonna die.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is this: Thronekeeper has a benevolent god. Thronekeeper is a benevolent god, and you don't want to rub them the wrong way. You got to give them a nice, smooth, and gentle stroke. You know what I mean? Moisturize your hands first. Oh. It's your window's too bright for us to see what that says. Sorry.
Winifred's wisdom.
Yep.
It says on there. Yes, I'm in very sunny Britain.
Yeah, that's what you guys are known for. Moving on. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So you guys are walking towards the keep. Kroll, you see a different thing than them, and you kind of described, you're like, that's not what I see, and you describe it to them, and you start walking forward. As you're walking forward, towards this thing, I'll kind of throw it to you guys. You two of you, this is Tesh and Neil. You guys see that it's the Old Mole Keep. It's a similar design to your own personal keep, though obviously not exactly the same, since yours has your own modern twist on it and your own bit of design change on it, whatever. But the wall that's facing towards you has collapsed, literally completely fallen over, just like the walls to Vigil. Funny enough, but this happened canonically way before. Josh, that'd be fun to mess with Joey. So, and no foreboding feeling from what it was that Tesh, your character, had remembered from your previous character's experience before. Nothing feeling like something's watching you or anything like that. You're walking towards this, and Jake, once again, you're seeing more of a Ziggurat style than they are. So I, again, will leave it to you boys to kind of roleplay as we go. Please.
Well, sure, we're
walking towards it. They're asking more or less, what do you see that's different?
That's right, yeah.
So I just more or less explained to you exactly what I see. I'm looking at you confused as to why you can't see it. I'm not sure if I asked if the Emperor said anything about why they can't see it or not. But I'd just say to myself out loud as well, I'd say, seems like we're seeing different things.
Perhaps it's another one of those large-scale illusions. Perhaps it was muted in its effect on us. Or perhaps we are seeing the illusion of you or not.
Maybe the Emperor is helping you see the truth. If it is of mole make.
Likely.
Well, where do we approach from? Is it safe?
I'm going to do... I think somebody do a detect magic last week?
I did, and I got nothing.
There was no magic.
No magic whatsoever.
Yeah, so that's... that's a
I'm going to do one of these.
So, as you're walking up towards the thing, you're trying to detect psychic significance. Just once again, I always have to. It's one of those funny things where as you're walking towards this and you're trying to detect whether or not there's anything specific happening, you're actually noticing that it's not, and there's nothing resonating off of this area that's in front of you. You notice that there seems to be something lingering on them, the two adjacents to you. There's almost seeming like a residual effect or a minor effect affecting the two people that are adjacent to you, Jake.
Ooh.
Kroll would turn to you and he says, it seems as though I can sense there's something affecting the both of you. I don't know what it is, and I can't get rid of it.
Interesting.
If I
Give me
might
a second.
hazard a guess. Although the curses of the keeps have been destroyed, there, unfortunately, were many residual after effects.
I just want to interject. So sorry to do this to you, Neil. The curse on the land was destroyed. You had two options. You could break down the curses of each individual keep one at a time, or you could break the curses on 3 keeps simultaneously to alleviate the curses on the lands. You guys chose to do 3 at once, which means the individual keeps still have their own individual curses, but the curse on the land overall has been broken. So sorry.
I thought the individual curses were wiped as well.
But no, they were weakened. They
weren't
wiped.
Fair enough.
I'm just going to do this myself.
Then Raerin would hazard the guess that this is the result of the curse of this keep. It would make sense if this is a research facility, and one of high value, to keep it hidden.
Indeed. Does Dispel Magic do anything?
Does Dispel Magic do anything? It does nothing whatsoever, sir. I mean, that's at the root. Oh, sorry, because this is Pathfinder. You actually have to roll a d20 and apply the. I don't know if you already did or not. I didn't see a die roll.
Nope.
Okay.
Apply what? Sorry.
So when you cast Dispel Magic in this version of the game, you actually have to roll a d20 roll, and that makes it so that whether or not you can overpower whatever it is you're trying to dispel.
Plus what?
Oh, my apologies. Don't type in D20 if you go to your character sheet. It's a caster level check, so go to the spells tab. Over where it says never spells per day, top left-hand corner, I think somewhere in there it has your caster level check. Do you see it on your character sheet?
It's got ability mod. Oh, yeah, I cast Oracle 8. Do I hit that?
Yep, that one right there. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow! Wow.
What a first roll.
Jesus Christ. Okay. This feels like my Patreon game all over again. Where the big thing about the Patreon game is when a Patreon crew came through here, because again, it's no secret what this place is anymore. Just by sheer coincidence, one of the PCs just crushed every roll walking up. So, again.
Sorry.
Yeah, I keep getting put in these weird spots. But whereas maybe the ability to dispel whatever effect this is on someone's mind shouldn't work. Maybe it should not work just with simple magic. Some random, what are they called? Arcane Congress Mage comes through here. It's like, dispel. It probably wouldn't work because the complexity, the differences between one type of magic and the next and so on and so forth. But there's something different here. You're not just some random Arcane Congress caster. You have with you the foundations, like you literally carry with you the spirit of a god, or a goddess, I should say, that helped to put a lot of these curses in place. So whether if this curse is put here by a mole, or this has to do with the fall of the Mole Empire, whatever the case may be, something about you was able to kind of pierce through that magic. Yeah, you cast Dispel Magic, and you put it on you, and you can actually see what's your face, Kroll. The resonance that happens to be on Ilen's mind is kind of falling apart. It's strange though. Usually when you see magic being dispelled, it almost like fades away. Like somebody just clicks a button and it fades opacity over the course of so many milliseconds, like you're transitioning overlays in OBS or something like that. But no. Instead, it almost looks like a pixels on like that you can kind of pick up, just kind of one at a time, kind of falling off. Just like little bits are falling off. So what you see from your perspective, Ilen, is when you look at the place, you can see the same image, but then the image gets a little strange to you, as almost like you're seeing dots that look out of place. Little splotches that look out of place more and more and more. Almost like there's a puzzle that somebody put together on top of another puzzle or another image, and one at a time, randomized pieces from this like 10,000 piece puzzle or whatever are being taken away. And it makes this like genuinely dizzying, blurring image that you see there. As your mind is trying to comprehend what they see and experience and feel and know to be true, and what they're realizing is what they're seeing and experiencing, feeling and knowing is true, kind of overlaid over to each other, you start to swoon. You start to feel legitimately dizzy. You guys notice that as he casts a spell on himself, a couple of moments later, 10, 15 seconds later, he starts to literally, like, his head tilts to the side a little bit. He starts to almost like stumble, like something is, again, he's swooned, like he's about to collapse.
I grab the boy.
Ew.
Protocol states I must not stop your fall.
That is not how that spell normally works.
Could you go ahead and roll me a fortitude save, sir?
Oh, okay.
Raerin will be stepping forward to steady him.
Yeah, of course. Hold him so he doesn't. Yeah.
Yep.
You vomit on Neil's shoes.
Sorry. This is... Oh, too much.
What did you eat for breakfast? That is... Raerin would look away, place a hand on his spellbook at his waist, and point down and prestidigitation.
You pronounced it incorrectly.
This is not like a clean, like nice cast, like Val would like gloop it up into a ball. This is like, imagine you just jet washer it, and it just goes like into a thin layer on the floor in front where it's just off the shoes.
Awesome. Beautiful. All right, so you just prestidigitation. You pronounce it so funny, like somebody saying aluminium as opposed to clearly aluminum, like it's properly pronounced.
How would I say?
Aluminium.
Digitation.
I won't lie. The first few times, I would say the first several dozen times I heard aluminium, it threw my brain off. Like, this is wrong. But then you think about the word and you're like, no, it is aluminium, isn't it? Why did we say aluminum? Aluminum's so wrong.
Aluminum really like threw me off the first time I heard. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like when people say tiefling, it's so wrong. Like, there's clearly a correct pronunciation.
No,
I heard it's like Americans put like equal emphasis on each syllable of the word, whereas British English will emphasize specific.
Yeah, that makes sense. Aluminum is like the sounds, as opposed to
whereas aluminium.
Aluminium, So, anyways, I got super used to it because I've been listening to this Irish engineer talk a whole bunch, and his voice is sexy. I fall asleep to this man.
I have an Irish friend, and his voice is...
Oh my god, I won't lie. Assuming that they're intelligible, because let's be honest, with it too deep of a brogue, and Irish and Scottish are just unintelligible. But assuming they're intelligible, God, Irish and Scottish male voices are sexy as fuck. I'm just like, oh, I get why the girls love it. So, I should take lessons on that one. Oh, hi, Dad.
That timing is amazing.
Hey, good morning there, Father. Good day, Governor. All right, well, moving on.
That was perfect. Everything about that was perfect.
All right, so we'll continue on. So yeah, as you open mouth, insert foot.
It was glorious.
Okay, well,
what a time.
Yeah, what a time indeed. Let's continue. So you gentlemen are my brain's not working because of that. You gentlemen are as you're walking up, and that happens. He literally vomits, and it takes because of how it was that you were able to dispel this from your minds, Tesh. It's not long after that where the rate at which the pixels or whatever change in your mind doesn't increase or decrease as it goes. It stays pretty steady. It's just finally the image gets to a point where it's predominantly one thing that you're viewing to predominantly another one. And once you get through to the other side and it continues to progress forward, you start to be on like the downside. It becomes, after maybe about a minute or so, you start to get more steady, more capable of experience, and even closing your eyes, because you're like, maybe if I just don't look at it, it doesn't help because it's not just one sense, right? It's all of your senses are being altered. So Anyways, after about a minute or so, you're finally about 65-70% through, and you can steady yourself in seeing the transition. I'll throw it back to you to explain a role play what your character is experiencing.
That was wholly unpleasant. I tried to dispel the magic on me, and I don't... It's almost like the Dispel knocked something loose. I don't think it worked itself, but... the illusion that covered everything, every sense, it broke away slowly, and it was dizzying. It's still... He looks up to it and he sort of winces. It's still breaking. Oh.
Well, if we are to travel into this place further, you may need to blindfold me. I'm afraid I am rather apprehensive about passing through solid stone walls.
I'm assuming that once we can get deeper in, that the illusion would break or at least alter. I'd have to imagine
that this is an illusion. It may be, as you say, an illusion, or, as you seem to have knocked loose the cast upon you, a curse that specifically latches to individuals who are viewing. Or it's possible it's something to do with if we really did travel in time due to an influence from this keep, then perhaps this keep could exist in a position separate to time. Kroll is able to view it because he also has one who is not subject to time with him. Perhaps. Mere conjecture. I still don't believe this. Time travel is really possible.
I mean, after what I just saw, I'm... After what I just saw, I'm trying to figure out what is real, so...
Shall we go in?
Follow closely, Raerin.
Yes, I will try, but as I said, it's not a simple matter to simply pass through walls. If this is some form of compulsion, then I will not be able to do it without breaking the enchantment or curse.
Well, I could always try what I tried on myself.
I'd rather not.
Understandable.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Indeed.
Just before we head in, should we encounter anything such as wights, ghosts, banshees, perhaps we could turn back in the first instance this time.
Yes.
And just come up with another plan.
I think that's probably a good idea. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Indeed.
As you're approaching, because you're not blindfolded yet, as you're approaching towards this keep, which again, you're very much viewing something different than they are, you are welcome to roll me a perception check there, Neil. You approach towards the keep. Nothing changes from a perspective. You notice nothing different. You notice that the knockdown wall isn't just like crumbled in front of you. It's actually, it's so much stone, as you can imagine, from an entire wall of a keep being knocked down, that it makes like a huge pile of stone that usually, because of the first floor of the keep, there's several steps to climb up into it, right? It makes like a slope, almost if you imagine, if you go by the beach, and you can usually see when you're at a beach, there's like that big line of stone that will kind of stretch out into the water. They use it there to like break up currents or whatever. So it's almost like kind of one of those. There's a big line of stone that has collapsed down in front of you and allows you to kind of like easily climb up on that stone as you're gradually making your way up and towards the first area. You can easily climb up that stone if you care to do so and into what you see to be the keep, or you can hang out on the stone, like hang just outside of it on the grass, just beyond. Do you make your way into the keep, Neil, or do you kind of hang out?
So there's like a pile of rubble which effectively could form the first step of this ziggurat.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be more gradual, but yeah.
I think he'd probably reach out and touch it first.
Sure.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know, investigation tactile.
Yeah. So you reach out. It's one of those things where before you even start climbing up on the stone, you stop before the first one, which would probably be a couple of meters ahead of the others. So it's like a good like 7 or 8 feet ahead of the other stones, like where the pile really starts. Because you can imagine the stones as they crumbled and fell, some flew forward a bit too. So you kind of like reach down and you touch one of the stones, and you can even pick it up. And once again, holding the stone in your hand reminds you of that morning where you had picked up one of these stones. That conversation transpired, and kind of everything in your life changed from there moving forward. I imagine Raerin, who is a bit sentimental, probably even thinks of that day and everything that, but he met one. Oh, he's not here either. Anyways, so kind of thinks on that. What do you do from there?
Well, if this is something separate, I suppose I'll about to disappear for you. Perhaps. Rain would attempt to climb up onto that first step.
So do you just keep going?
Do you want me to repeat myself?
No, I heard you. So you got to climb up onto the step?
Yeah, just trying to climb up.
What happens?
So you start walking up the gradual thing. So what you guys see is you see him walking up to the first step of the actual ziggurat and putting his hands on that ziggurat and throwing a leg over it and climbing up. That's what you actually see. You see him walk up to the ziggurat and climb up the ziggurat first step, but not like over towards like a stairwell or anything like that, which those aren't really a thing anyways. He literally just walks up to it, puts his hands onto it, and climbs up and over it. Neil, what you view yourself doing is walking up this gradual slope of the pile of stone that's kind of collapsed down and outwards, right? Until eventually you come to a spot where you stop. You don't feel your hands grab onto something. You don't feel you throw a leg over. You don't feel you hoist yourself up. You just walk up. You're standing just outside. You're like literally just inside where the wall collapsed from to that chamber that's right there that would lead into this old mole keep.
I would be following him up, by the way.
Here is a slope, and it leads into the keep. I'm still seeing no traces of this ziggurat.
So, after following him up, what do we see where we're standing with him?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
So we've gone up the steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we? Because he said he's seeing the entrance to the keep yard area, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do we see?
Like I said, he's on the first step of the ziggurat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just climbed up over it.
Well, there's another step, so this is where I guess it gets interesting. What? I'm worried that if you step forward and enter a different version, you won't be able to get back.
Yes, that is rather worrying, but
I'm gonna use this opportunity to set this up ahead of time, because I always forget to set this up ahead of time. I'm putting lifelink on both of them.
Makes sense. You get a strange feedback, almost like a magical white noise coming off of Krull, but you establish for both of them.
Well, like I said before, there is only one way to find out. We should proceed.
Well, I'll know if this tether gets instantly cut if there's an issue.
So from your perspectives, you're standing on top of the first step of a ziggurat, which again, we all know is you can't really go in, you can only go around, right? So as you guys are walking around it, looking for a doorway to enter, you can roll me perception checks. You two, not him.
I have garbage perception on Chrome.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I know. If it was Grishka, he'd be a half mile back and be like, right, there it is. I'll see it right
to
there.
your left.
Is there some form of psychic compulsion? Yes, I can see that. The mind's eye, you see.
The two of you start walking around this place,
There's
searching.
a gold piece 3 miles that way.
Searching the walls, trying to find a way in. Neil, you see them walk into the large chamber that's before you, easily walking in because, again, the wall is missing. I mean, yeah, there's a level above it, whatever, where the wall's also missing, but you're not just like flying up there, are you? So anyways, you see them walk into the chamber before you, and they walk into it, and they're searching around and touching the walls. Now, remind you, from their perspective, this is a ziggurat, which means there's 4 external sides that they're walking around, which means if Neil stood at the same spot, if they were on the same side as him, he would easily be able to see them. When they go around to the other 3 sides, he probably wouldn't be able to see them because, line of sight and everything. But even if Neil stood still, he can see them walking along the 3 walls inside this place, running their hands and searching, looking for an entrance, incapable of seemingly finding one. Neil, you are able to walk in as well. I assume you go into that massive chamber that you saw them walk into.
He just watched them walk into the chamber, right?
Correct.
After they said something about not being able to see this.
Correct.
Well, what's it like inside the chamber?
Chamber? We're looking for an entrance now. We haven't found any chamber yet.
I can see you both in the chamber, Ilen. I can see you responding to me. Please.
Wait, you can see me? He says from round the corner.
Yeah, like hollering over the corner. Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Roll turns to Ilen and he says, Raerin appears to be delusional. Should
we kill him now?
We should continue looking. Once we find a way in, maybe then he can make sense of it.
I can see you both. I'm right here. Please don't talk about me as if I'm not.
I actually felt bad for a second then.
This is very strange. We can't see you. We are around the corner of the ziggurat.
Really, Ilen, I can see you both. I can see your facial expressions. Admittedly, it's rather dim in there, but still.
You're being ridiculous.
This is strange.
I am ridiculous. I assure you, I have not spent the time to memorize your face.
Damn, that was a good one. I'll give you that one.
Do you apply the scientific method on that?
Raerin's going to edge forward into the chamber.
Okay. And as soon as you step into the chamber, you die. Or...
Oh no, what a shame.
Rockfall.
Oh, he got me, this DM, he's so good.
There was... one of my favorite defenses in Among Us has been, the killer is my DM and I don't want Skyrocks. I vote for you.
Skyrocks.
That's a defense.
And why he chose to vote for the good guy instead of the imposter. It's just no, he's my DM. I vote for you. I don't want Skyrocks.
That's pretty funny. I won't lie. All right, cool.
Stop making an encounter map, please.
Excuse me, sir. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, fuck. And it's going to be just for you,
I realize
isn't it?
This is the 4th time I've had to make this map in a campaign, and I really wish that in Roll20 you could just be like, all right, can I copy this map over in another campaign? Thank ya. But they don't let you do that. You cannot do that. Yeah. Yeah, even the best case scenario where you like literally copy something over, it doesn't carry over things like where tokens are set or where like lighting dynamic stuff is set, so on and so forth. You have to individually each campaign set that up. It is frustrating because when you're doing like a dungeon map, all the walls have to be like tick, 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 tick. So anyways, Neil, you step into it. And you have absolutely no problem whatsoever. You step into exactly as you would expect it to be, into the chamber there, and you can start walking about inside. No problems.
Walk forward and put a hand on Kroll, his shoulder, and say, "See, I'm right here next to you."
Kroll, you're a little caught off guard because he came around the corner while you were trying to search a wall and came over and kind of put his hand on your shoulder while you weren't paying attention.
Or he shoots you a glance and he's like, "Get off me."
Look, we are in the chamber together.
No, we are not.
I see. Well, I think you guys are going to have to go ahead and blindfold me because I am not seeing what you are seeing. Though, to be quite honest, this is clearly not simply an illusion. I am seeing you, but you are saying I am not seeing you.
Yes. Well, before we blindfold you, we still need to find a way in.
Well, there's no point not blindfolding me, as I am not going to be helpful with that task, am I?
Agreed. I'll blindfold you and you just wait there till we find a way in.
But that's pretty much what I'm doing anyway. I'm effectively blindfolded, but it's with magic.
Yes.
That's a good point.
That, or you're both blindfolded, and I won't be able to see when something comes to eat you. Maybe we'll hold off on the blindfold.
Ha! Nice. So they are going to continue searching around. They've already filled their check, and it's not like it's like a 2-minute procedure, right? This is something where it's going to take a while for them to walk around the 4 different walls, kind of touching the walls, so on and so forth, and failing at life. So they're going to like walk around and search for a bit for that. Neil, this allows your character some time to just kind of, do something. I don't know if he literally just kind of stands there and picks his teeth, or if he, kind of meanders about. What does Raerin do with the interim?
Raerin's got, how long did you say he's got? He's got quite a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably like a good 15 minutes.
He's gonna use detect magic, and he's going to go through his own aura if he can.
Sure.
And try to identify this thing that Ilen spoke about.
This thing being, my apologies.
The thing that Ilen dispelled.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It was sort of shattered, but not like dispelled properly.
There should be something in, if he could find it, there should be something in his aura that indicates either he's tampered with or there is a little nugget hidden in him, which is adjusting what he's seeing.
Yep. We call it a plug. So you are going to do detect magic, and you start examining yourself, and as you said, kind of like look over your aura, and you don't find, unfortunately, anything that stands out to you. Nothing whatsoever. So you are just kind of once again baffled. Why the hell don't I see what they see? Why don't I feel what they feel? Why don't I hear what they hear? After about a minute or so of like really looking yourself over, you glean no information. What else would you do? He's reading something. Ladies and gentlemen, he can read.
Ladies and gentlemen, he can read.
Sounds like every time somebody gets educated down south.
Damn.
Oof.
Do you guys have like an area of England that you like rag on as much as we rag on the South, and I'm sure they do to us? Like for instance, you can imagine pretty much anybody from Hull. Like, yeah, I make fun of pretty much anybody from Hull, right? Like, that's where all your backwards people are from.
It's very dependent. It's not. So if you're from an area, so the typical divide is North will rag on South and South will rag on North.
Yeah, so that's Hull.
Well, I mean, Hull is North, yeah.
Yeah.
But not specifically places like that.
Gotcha.
There are some specific places, but for specific things.
Yeah. Ours is generally north-south, but not across the board. But anyways, continue. What else do you do?
I don't know, Jeff. What do I do? I don't think it would work, but I could attempt to dispel, but I've just decided that I can't find anything.
Yep. I mean, you know what spell Ilen cast on himself. You're not an idiot. You understand magic. So you know that he literally cast a spell magic on himself, and he was able to dispel the effect.
But I don't think I'm capable of that because I wasn't able to discern it.
Fair enough. What else would you try then, sir? If anything.
This is one of the times Raerin's stumped. He will pull himself over to the pile of rubble that's a slope, find a fairly flat rock, and plonk himself down. Get out his spellbook and start reading.
Awesome. Do me a favor. While you're just sitting there and reading, you can go right ahead and roll me a perception check, sir.
Oh. Uh-oh. I have a feeling we're about to have company.
Why would you have a feeling about company showing up? What are you talking about? So with your perception check, you actually are able to notice that seems to be somebody approaching. It's like while you're sitting out there on your spell book, it's not just somebody. It looks like there are people approaching the keep that you're in. You notice them coming from, since you're sitting facing southward, right? You notice them coming from the east and a bit to the north. You notice them coming from the east. So they would have maybe wherever they came from, they're traveling west. Taking a second look to see exactly who it is. There's a bit of glint of the sunshine coming off of them. Whoever they are, they're wearing armor. I'll throw it to you on that one, Neil.
Guys, we have armored individuals approaching. How many?
It takes you a moment to, look it over. It looks like, again, because you didn't get a crazy high perception check, it looks like it might be 12 or so.
Roughly a dozen.
Okay. I would sort of move around to the
talk with the captain.
I would move around to the side that can see, and see if I can. Do I see the people as well?
Yeah, if you kind of move around to where it is that you hear Raerin kind of calling from, or at least any one of the sides that can see off to the east. So if it be north or south and you're looking that way, whatever it is, or if you are on the east, you can definitely see there are some people approaching. You just can't you can roll a perception check to see if you can get a bit more than what I've already described to him.
You know what? Let's try.
Sure.
I don't think I will, but you never know. I rolled high on the first roll, which means the rest of the rolls my session are going to be shit.
Absolute shit. There you go.
Hey, exactly.
All right. You notice as people, you're like, you know what? There is movement. I see the glinting. That's about all I can see.
The sun's in my eyes. Ow, ow.
Nice.
While that's going on, I am going to, I don't know if it will help or not, but we're looking for a way into this building. I recast Detect Psychic Significance, and then I say to the Emperor, I don't have much ability to fight. We need to get in here. Help me find a way in. And I'm just going to start going along and seeing if I can detect anything or find any way to get in.
Unfortunately, that spell does not I obviously you're kind of not focused on the other people at all. You're just focused on what it is that you're doing here. So we'll just kind of leave it alone at that. You're just kind of like pleading with the Emperor and trying to get in there as quickly as possible.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That will go back to Neil then. Neil, what do you do?
I mean, he's going to put his book away, obviously, and stand up, place a hand on the hilt of his sword, but he's not. I mean, they got bows, crossbows?
That's a good question. Again, they're a bit far away, so it's hard to tell. You can also go ahead, Neil, and roll me to see what the mood the sword is in. Let me pull that open right now. Equity. It's a D10, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. Ilen also got Winifred's wisdom, to be clear.
Yay!
About a minute ago. So you each have one now. You rolled suspicious. Suspicious gives you a +2 to sense motive.
That is so perfect for what is currently going on.
And remember, its whole personality is suspicious, right? So suspicious of, why is it that they can see it and you can't? Has Kroll gotten to Ilen? So on and so forth. Like, it's one of those things where it's just suspicious. It wouldn't necessarily be suspicious of Ilen, because the sword is itself not a bad entity. So, anyways, moving on. So you see people approaching. You can't see well enough to see if they have armor or whatnot. So if you wait until they get close enough for you to make out whether or not they have things like crossbows, you eventually do see. Yeah, they do have crossbows. As a matter of fact, several of them are literally carrying them in hands. But you can also make out more detail when they get close enough that they can see that. They can also see that the people that are walking towards you are wearing Paradil armor, Paradil garb.
The worst part about this is, it means I can't preemptively set up buffs because it will look bad.
You are the one to notice this, Raerin, if you say anything to anybody else.
Yeah.
They're wearing Paradil uniform.
Well, this should be interesting. Can I do anything else to prepare?
How far out do they look like they are? Their current pace?
Honestly, because how far away they are for how long it took for me to describe what they're wearing, still a good, 800 feet or so.
Okay.
Which is what, over 300 meters? Close to 350 meters, something like that.
Can I, knowing that, and knowing that I can't preemptively buff, can I at least look for, have a one last look for an entrance to try and hopefully find somewhere defensible, if combat happens.
So it's a ziggurat. So I guess if you were to try to climb up the walls here, maybe,
no, I said
it's
to try
hard
and
to
find
do.
an entrance is basically what I mean.
Oh, yeah. So because the entrance is the only, you can roll another perception check to hope that works.
Yeah, that's about all I can do. Yeah, no, exactly. There's nowhere defensible on a ziggurat. Oh, lovely. It got better by 1, guys. Wait,
Yep.
I should have used my, oh well, it wouldn't have mattered.
So, good roll. So you start I'm going to double time, and you start rushing around trying to find a way into this goddamn place. But unfortunately, you just are rolling super well. And, the two of them, Neil, when you're they've got Paradil armor, they don't really respond. You look back into the chamber, and you can see the two of them are much more frantically looking for an entrance inside the chamber behind you. If you're thinking about a defensible position, Neil, you know the best defensible position would be inside the chamber or even one of the other floors inside of this keep.
How wide is this breach that I'm standing in?
It's literally the whole width of the keep. So if somebody else would easily be able to get into it, they could probably walk shoulder to shoulder, all 12 of them, into this thing if they could carefully do so, navigating the rocks by there, because it's not all of it is easy to traverse. Anyways, but once you get into the first doorway, because there are doorways in there. They're just looking for a secret doorway. There are doorways within that chamber that you could go walking through those. And now you're in hallways, which are much more defensible, as we've discussed in the past.
But Raerin is also at the top of the slope.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Raerin would stay here for now.
Sure. So they approach a bit closer, just kind of like closing the gap a bit between the two groups of you. Eventually, they stop at a good, 150 feet or so, which is, since you're at the top of the slope, from like where you are, it's like where the slope ends is probably a good, 45, 50 feet out to like where you first picked up that first rock. It's probably about 50 feet away from where you're currently standing, which is at the top of the slope. And they're about 100 feet beyond that. So they're actually pretty much where they came around the east, and more or less their back is kind of like turned in. The water, the river is a bit behind them. Not like right behind them, but also not far off either. And they just kind of stop. There's this like moment where it's silently the 12 of them are there and you're standing there. They haven't spoken first yet. Do you speak first or am I going to?
Are their crossbows loaded?
For the half dozen of them that have them out, yes.
You don't load your crossbow unless you intend to shoot something. Raerin would raise a hand.
Okay. One of them would say, "Pardon me, sir. We've been traveling for a bit, and we're on the lookout for a particular person. Perhaps you can assist me in finding them. He stands about 6 feet, kind of a slender build, long brown hair, and is a big fucking cock. Do you think you've seen someone like that about?"
No, I don't think I have. Perhaps you'd have better luck trying further south.
It turns around and looks south, beyond the river.
Well, perhaps. They are tall stock over there, aren't they?
Make good men down that way, as far as I understand. Not like the cold-hearted shits from the west, huh?
Apparently.
Weather's fine.
Let's hope it doesn't rain.
Let's hope not, I suppose. I've always thought if I was to die, a day like this wouldn't be so bad. How about you?
I always thought if I was to die, I'd kill at least 12 people doing it.
He looks to his left, looks to his right, just kind of like looking them over. Obviously not counting, but, just kind of taking in your line. And he, then does like one of those down the nose, like looks up at you. There's a bit of a smile on his face. And says, "Well then, I'm sure each of us have our plans. You ready then?"
I suppose I'll see you inside.
I'm sure some things will be entering. Men? And the 6 men take like a step forward and drop down to a knee, leveling their crossbows.
Okay.
Raerin will just lie down. And
initiative time?
He just
goes,
go prone.
"I take nap now."
He's like, yeah, he does like, Frodo, when the Eye of Sauron looks at him, he just goes, and just flops. He just
Did
gets down.
Samwise pull him though? Did Samwise like pull him down, or did he actually flop?
No, he literally just goes, and just flops.
All right, now we need a gif of Frodo flopping with Neil's face copy and pasted onto it. Anyways, so awesome. All right, so my apologies. You so you legit just like fall prone?
Well, he's at the top of a slope, right?
Yeah.
How wide are we talking? The like apex of this slope.
Yeah. So how wide is literally the width of the building itself? Which my apologies, give for me a moment,
not
please.
the width of this, like the depth of the wall, as it were. Slope like this. Raerin here. Raerin has to go like that, basically.
Oh! I think maybe we're misunderstanding the word slope. So building is elevated, right? So the building is like up like this, and one of the walls literally fell. So while the building is here, there's just like a gradual slope down to the level ground below. So like you're more or less at the top of the slope.
I see.
Yes,
I see.
yeah.
So
As opposed to like a mound or a hill.
So there's not two slopes. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So do you still fall prone?
Yeah, I don't actually. Are the rules for ranged weapons that when you go prone, it's difficult to shoot?
It's a -4 to hit you. Absolutely.
Yeah, he'd go prone.
Yep. Cool. So I imagine instead of just or just jumping behind he would literally just kind of like take a bit of cover right behind. Maybe if he looks to his side and there's one rock that's slightly larger than the others around, kind of like peeks up over like where the building's edge is. He kind of like takes like that 3-step slide over into that spot over there to quickly fall prone as things transpire, them stepping up and taking a knee and all that fun stuff. At this point, gentlemen, we kind of have to roll initiative.
This is going to be interesting. Really interesting. How the fuck are we gonna have 2 battle maps?
We don't know. It's all theater of the mind, my friend. Theater of the mind.
Oh, okay.
And the width of the building, just so you know, is about 100 feet wide. So to answer like how wide each side is. Okay.
Jesus, okay.
So yeah, it's not small, of course. So yeah, moving on. Gentlemen, initiative for me, please.
If I have a token.
Do you have a token?
Oh, I didn't click my token.
If you just drag and drop yourself onto the map at the very top of the map, you should be fine.
What?
Really? Blessings of Roga? I hope I fixed it in this one.
Quickly, I'm just going to run to the bathroom back because we're starting combat.
Go ahead.
How do you... I don't understand this drag business. Which is an amusing sentence, but I don't understand you can drag a thing.
Ooh, anonymous chair. First of all, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Secondly, I don't know if you get daddies when you cheer anonymously. I'd like to believe that because the cheering goes through Twitch, but it's Slobs that handles the daddies. So I if it hides your ID from Slobs, then I don't know. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. 2 Aids of the Martyr, 1 for Ilen, 1 for Krull. Certainly not 1 for Raerin. Where did you put yourself, Krull? I don't see you on the map.
You just told me to throw myself up the top, which I did.
I don't see you up there.
We don't have access to any tokens other than like the generic key.
Are you guys actually on a map?
You guys are on the map. That's why. My apologies.
Yeah, I was on the map and I was really confused.
It's been that long since we've done.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you need me to click my token again?
Yeah, you click your token and then roll initiative.
Well, I got a 21.
Yeah, you can adjust it. You can adjust
again.
it to what you had rolled originally. 21. So you get your 21. He can get his 21. You can all adjust it. That's fine. My apologies.
And then, how do I don't know which one's me because they don't have names.
You should have your name. You should see the word Ilen written at the bottom of it.
No, not on the turn order though. I can't.
You're not on the turn order yet?
No, even though I just did that with.
You rolled hit dice.
Yeah, you didn't roll. Yeah.
Oh,
that'll do it. Artie, what are you doing down there?
That'll do it. Okay.
What are you doing?
I sit possible to drop VRPGA for the baddies. I have no idea what any of that means.
What?
That is one of the most confusing sentences I've ever read in my life.
A prayer of Vroga, I guess. Is it possible to drop a Vroga for the baddies?
Oh God, why?
They don't worship Vroga, so that's gonna make it a little bit difficult. Okay, so let's do this here, differentiating from this here, and then we're gonna do for everybody else this here, and that kind of calls it a day.
You can't actually do the Vroga because they're not party members. It has to be for party members. It's no good.
I mean, there's 12 of them as well. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. Oh no, 12 NPCs.
I mean, Kroll can't fight, so V2.
So 12 v 2.5.
Oh shit! I deleted Ilen by accident because I'm an idiot.
I mean, I'm not meant to be like, hi, I'm in combat, so it's
Ilen,
12.
could you do me a favor? Could you roll me a adjust your initiative back on there, please, to whatever your original initiative was? I deleted you by accident because I'm an idiot.
I can't adjust my initiative back to 11. I keep trying to do it and just keep going to 19.
If you click where the number is, type it and then hit enter.
I gotcha. Okay. So I apparently rolled a natty 20. So that first guy's gonna get 2 actions. Luckily for them though, they are the melee people. So I guess that's not such a bad thing for you. They're just gonna more or less spend their turn because they have 2 actions, moving a whole bunch towards you guys. So really closing that distance. So I gotta make sure I finish plugging in everything that chat did. 8 of the martyr happened for 2 of you. I have them for Ilen. And it happened for Kroll. Okay. So those apply. You also have Blessings of Vroga. So on your turn, I need you gentlemen to do me a favor. There's something called Blessings of Vroga. You should be able to see it in your, if you go to the macro area, you're going to add that to your bar of macros at the bottom. And at the start of your turn, you're going to click it, and it'll tell you what effects you have. Lastly, you also got Penance of the Arbiter, which we all know just gives you an even bigger bonus for everything. And that is it all.
So what are we? Sorry, I missed that last part that you wanted us to do.
Go to the macro area, find the thing that says Blessings of Vroga, and press the little button that says in bar. Okay, now whose turn is first? Not you, it's a baddie. So this baddie is going to be able to move, so their speed is what? 20 feet, being that they're in heavier armor. So they double move, which is 40 feet. And they double move again, which is 40 feet. So they moved 80 feet up. So the 6 people that don't have the crossbows out move up an 80-foot gap. So they're about 20 feet from the base of the of your high grounds there, Raerin. That's their turn. That's their... Oh, no, because they 4-round action, moved an extra action. They moved 20, 40, 60 feet. So they moved up 60 feet, to be clear. Okay? Ah, fuck it. I'm going to let them run because they had all those extra actions. So 80 feet. Okay, moving on. Ilen, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use this turn, I think, to do something I've been waiting to do for a long time. And that is, I'm going to summon monster, but I'm going to summon Ares, the blink dog.
Oh, gotcha. Interesting. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. You actually, funny enough. Oh no, because never mind. So yeah, you summon the blink dog, and this is 1 stat. You don't have a character sheet for blink dog, do you?
I have a augmented summoner thing for them.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I can't drag it on for some reason though.
Where is it?
On the journal, there's augmented summoning in all my summons.
Oh, okay. Where is this under journal? Is it under Ilen? Oh, there is.
Yeah.
That's right. We made a couple of these.
Yes, we did.
I can drag it on for you. There we go.
Thank you.
And then let me get a papu.
Do I give it its own initiative, or does it act after mine? Or
it actually acts immediately, and then it's going to share your initiative moving forward.
Awesome.
Because it acts immediately when you summon it. Because your dog is unlike most dogs. So your summons are unlike most. You can actually summon as a standard action, not as a oh Jesus, not as a 1-round action. Correct?
I don't know if that's true. I have augmented summoning and the one before that. Let me grab my additionals. I have spell focus conjuration and augmented summoning. I get enhanced strength and con for my summons, not faster summoning.
Okay, so then you still summon at the same speed. So actually, it doesn't appear yet. It'll appear at the start of your next turn, and then it'll have everything that we just discussed. Okay, cool. So more or less, your turn is just spent summoning, and I'm about to have that character sheet ready for your dog in just 2 seconds. Okay.
Sweet.
And that goes to after you is Raerin's turn.
Make one extra attack as part of a full attack action.
Oh yeah, I should have done that. Wait. Sorry, I should have done that as well.
Done what?
You're a caster.
The Blessings of Roga, though.
Yeah, he still gets
Yeah,
it.
but
Yeah. No, he should absolutely do that.
Okay, let's see what I would have gotten.
Yep.
See
Roll.
if it works. So, 1. That doesn't mean much. It's full round action, so I don't move.
Yep, correct. You're good.
Let's see. Raerin will cast invisibility.
Oh dear. That's
Okay.
not good. You're the non-squishy one.
No, yeah, Mom has the Raerin.
All right, there we go. Sorry. All right, I've just
I
finished
also
setting up
have
crawl.
very little
Everything.
defense.
Cool. All right, so Neil, you rolled 3, which gives you extra attack as part of a full attack action using the highest base attack bonus, and then you cast invisibility with your actual action. So you're not going to use that, of course. And then what do you do with your move?
Raerin's gonna get up and start making his way down the slope quietly, and just get into a position where, let's see, he'd like to, if he can, get as many of the Paradel soldiers in a 120-foot line as possible.
Okay.
Because of invisibility.
Okay.
He's got 8 minutes to do so.
So you're going to start walking out and towards them. They literally saw you turn. So they saw you go and kind of like take cover, and you cast a spell and kind of like faded from view. They can see that happen. So that being said, one of the soldiers that started walking up, because you stood up, which is half your move, and then you started walking forward. So you moved, because it's rough terrain over there, only like another 5 feet forward. So you didn't move ahead that much. So yep, that's going to be your turn. After you is going to be the archers' turns, who unfortunately didn't get to pull their shot off because you quickly dove to the ground as they were taking their knee, and then you turned invisible and started moving. So they kind of missed out on their opportunity to do that, as sometimes is the case. But as the others saw obviously what was happening and they're around, they can clearly see that Ilen right there is casting a spell. They just turn their attentions to Ilen instead. Without Raerin as a target, they're going to focus on him. I'll say that for the sake of, because he was also frantically searching and he's not actively doing anything in combat yet, Grishka's actually... Kroll is actually round the corner. They can't actually see where Kroll is at the moment. So Ilen is going to take the onslaught as I attack him 12 times with a crossbow. Good news for you, sir, is that they are actually, how far away did I say from Fucknut over there? 150 feet. A crossbow is 160, so you're probably just over 160 feet away. So they're taking a -4 to their roll. So it's actually not so bad because they're attacking your AC with a flat die roll. Because they're effectively 2 range increments out. So they're attacking you with a flat die roll. So that's actually not so bad for you. That being said, D20, there's going to be 6 of them. So I'm going to roll 6 D20. I have no idea what your AC is.
My AC is currently... That's not right. What happened to my armor? I had 17 AC before. Why is it going down to 10?
This, unfortunately, when sheets update, sometimes they don't make sense to themselves afterwards. So you might have to.
I'll just reopen. Will that work, or do I have to refresh? I had 17. I'm pretty sure. Because I have. Why isn't it counting my armor?
I have to check on you, sir. 1 second.
There we go. Okay, I had to unequip and re-equip, and it worked. 17.
Okay, I think I have the right number. It's hard to count because the chat window's so small. So 17 armor? Cool. Yep. I just want to make sure I don't attack too many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I did have too many.
You know, I considered casting Sanctuary. I really wish I did.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's see
I didn't realize Neil looked at me like, bye. This is on you now.
Ugh, that's why I hate fucking modifying anything in Roll20. So for one of those attack rolls, I'm just doing this to save time. For one of those attack rolls, I'm definitely going to use Daddy's Dice. As you can imagine why. If I can see my... Bam. Okay. Oh, yeah! Come on!
Good, only 2. Okay.
Okay. So 2 attacks hit you.
I mean, good thing he only has 20 left, right?
What?
Holy shit!
What are you talking about? I don't know. What? I don't even understand what you're saying, sir. You need to use words that make sense. I'm gonna roll my damage now. So that's gonna be attacks against you. Boom and boom. So you take 5 and 3 points of damage from the attacks, sir. For each one of those attacks, you have to make a Constitution save. Sorry, a concentration check. Against DC, what is it, 5 plus half damage dealt, I believe it is. So let's do Pathfinder concentration.
There is a button there for concentration.
Yeah. I mean, that's for him.
So I click concentration.
Please. But I'm just getting the DC for you really quickly. Because obviously you need to know the DC there, governor. All right, here we go.
Do I pass both?
Yep, but we need to know moving forward. Yeah, but I need to know what it is moving forward. Injury is 10 plus damage taken. Actually, a plus spell level you're casting. Wow, that's way more than I thought it was. So, I didn't see what your lower roll is because it was a different tab. Yeah, you easily crush it.
21 and 23, yeah.
But that was what, 3rd level spell?
Yeah.
So the higher one would have been 5/18 and you crush it. Cool. Moving on, you continue casting your spell. That's going to be their turns as they attack. And now it's Kroll's turn.
Alright, so you get to roll this Blessing to Vrogar thing.
Yes, you do, sir. Did you take your 8 damage, Ilen?
I did. 8, not 7.
What is 6?
I did 10 health. I had 10 health.
6 is you get to choose.
It doesn't that roll. It doesn't affect for 6 rounds. It's because it.
Oh yeah. I gotta change that last part.
So you can cast a single spell a second or lower as if you were enlarged, extended, silent. So you get metamagic of enlarged, extended, silent, or still spell.
No. Number 6 is you get to choose.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah, ignore the rounds word. I just deleted it. And how long it takes to choose is one of the reasons why we removed the choice factor, aside from 1 and 6.
I mean, normally I choose 5, but at this stage I'm just going to go for the +2 on attack and dodge bonus AC.
Sure.
And I will cast I'm out of sight, right?
Currently you're just like slightly around the corner.
Yeah. I'm going to cast a spell, and then I'm going to continue looking for a way in.
Sure. Do you have Sift? What spell do you cast?
I'm casting a Spectral Hand.
Okay, cool. And now we're going to go on to the next person, which is the ones that had already moved. They moved up to 80 feet before. They move up 20 feet, getting them to the bottom of where the, the actual rough terrain is. The rough terrain is 50 feet deep. They're now starting to traverse the rough terrain, moving 10 feet into it. They're 40 feet away from the actual keep itself. Neil is, 40 feet away from the keep itself. Neil is 35 feet from them currently. That brings us to Ilen's turn.
Okay. I finished summoning Ares. And what would be a fun thing to do? So how far away from me are they?
From you, let's see, because you're an extra, what did I say? It was 20 feet or so back.
Well, I got to do
So 35. You're 60 feet away from them.
Make one extra attack as a full. Can I put that on Ares?
No, not at all.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay. You know what? I thought I was gonna do Sanctuary this round, but I think I might have a little more fun. How far away, sorry?
60 feet.
60 feet.
And you can summon him, what, 30 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I basically want to put him right at the maximum thing to be like, hi.
Okay, which is so 60. I think it's 30 feet, so you can make him as close as possible. So he's 30 feet away from them. That's cool.
Yeah. Then I'm also gonna dump flaming spear on them, sphere on them.
What spell you said? Sorry, flaming sphere can
Flaming
summon
sphere.
up to.
So he
Cool.
finishes the summoning and immediately does the click of the fingers as the little spark flies out, enlarges, and lands. As the
What level
fireball.
are you?
Huh?
What level are you?
8.
So 180 feet away. Do you do this on one of the archers? Or do you do this much
you
closer to
know
the fighters?
That's actually a good point. I might do this on the archers.
Yeah, kind of like you hit the archers and like roll down the archer line afterwards.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So he just like lands the ball where one of the archers is. 7 points of damage. I have to make my reflex saving throw.
I landed on
D20.
2 of them, or is it one? How big is it?
It's a 5 foot diameter.
5 foot, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, if it was 5 foot radius, that'd be one thing. But I failed my roll, so one of those archers actually, with 7 damage, one of the archers is very beat up but not dropped. Okay.
Cool.
And the blink dog has its turn.
Yep. So Ares is gonna run up to the melee people, and because how far does he move? This is the first time I'm using a summon in combat opposed to flying.
Yep.
So this is gonna be fun.
When it appears in combat, immediately it immediately has its full turn, and the creature's speed is 40.
Yep. Okay. So
it can
just
also quicken Dimension Door, so it can also appeared.
Actually.
Yeah, and it's quickened, so that means it can also teleport up to like 400 and I don't know what its cash level is, 7. But it can also teleport up to 720 feet away or something like that, or however that works.
That's cool. For now, he's going to be
680
fighting
feet.
the people up front, though. Specifically because he's got constant blink. So that's going to be fun. So I think I'm just going to run up and bite the closest one.
Okay, so could you summon him 30 feet away? That puts him 10 feet into the rubble. It can move 40 feet, but it moves at half speed because of the there being
Is there
rubble
a bonus for like charging at something?
You can move double movement, but you can't do so if you are on rough terrain. So it closes the gap between it and the bad guys with its move, and you can double move to catch up to them.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it was
Just because the terrain's rough.
terrain.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, when they were 50 feet away, I dropped him at 30, and he moves 40. Does that mean he can make that distance?
Well, 1 second. I'm sorry. 50 from you. No, I said 60 from you.
30 plus 20.
60 from
You
you,
said
so 30
50.
feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 for you.
Oh, he did say 60.
yeah,
okay,
and
my
then
bad.
20 is not enough to get there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not enough. Okay, in that case, he'll just run up and start the blinking.
Yep. Just kind of blinks quickly between this plane and another one, meaning that people have a mischance against him. About
It's like, almost like I love the idea of every time he blinks in, he's slightly to the a different side. There's no sort of like consistency to the blinking.
It's kind of like if you were to like hold your finger against your.
Exactly. Yeah.
I forget the name of the word for that. I think it begins with a P. And no, not perspective. All right, moving on. You so you don't get to attack. That's going to be Raerin's turn.
How far away are the archers? 160 feet.
So because you've only moved up 5 feet, they're still,
155.
Yeah.
How much else does it do? Yeah, I just like to make my way towards the arches.
Sure. So you're gonna double move?
Yeah.
Moving 30 feet?
Yeah.
So you're literally kind of like walking by the people, what are they called? Walking by the,
I don't have fireball. I want fireball.
walking by the guards as you go. So you kind of have to like move around them. Roll me a stealth check.
It's like 12 people can walk abreast.
It's, these 6 people.
Yeah. So I'm at least 6 people away.
That's fine. Roll a stealth. That's a 29.
Can I use Winifred's Wisdom on any roll? As long as I declare it before.
You're supposed to declare beforehand, yeah.
No, I'm not going to use it now. Just
Yeah.
You also haven't rolled your thing, Neil.
I thought it was ability rolls.
I think Winifred's Wisdom is for any roll.
Swift action.
Oh, is it?
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's actually really cool.
Okay, so anyways, yeah, you guys get a flat +5 with Winifred's Wisdom. So you guys, so you, sir, you make your way with your 29. Maybe they notice you, maybe they don't. It's the archers' turns. They're going to take their shot at you again, Ilen. So, you know, that's fun. Here we go. I see some double digits in there. 18 hits. The 14 I'm going to roll a daddy's dice on. Woohoo!
Damn it.
And the 13, I'm also going to roll a daddy's dice on because I have so many and I have a chance.
Haha.
Nope. And yes, my -1s are applied from the Penance of the Arbiter. So, yep, that's going to be 2 hits against you, sir.
Okay.
And then, where's my damage? Just copy, paste. There we go. So, total of 9 points of damage against you, sir.
9. Okay, so that's 753.
That's my archers because they're light crossbows, so they just reloaded and fired. Oh my god, did I do 6 attacks? 2, 4. One of them actually, we'll say that last one there, didn't get to actually attack you because he got hit by a fire, and so he had to literally kind of get up and move. So he and he started moving forward, reloading his crossbow rather than staying exactly where he was, being burned alive. So that last attack didn't hit you. So.
Then those archers are going to have a real fun time next turn.
Yep. After that, it's going to be the
melee to stay in a line.
After that's going to be the melee people's turn. The person that was kind of giving Neil a bunch of shit before takes out a stone, like a rock, from inside of his clothing, a little stone, and he actually mutters something. Neil's actually close enough by; he can make a perception check.
Go on, give me Winifred's Wisdom on this one. 10, baby.
A counter to the initiative order. I'm not sure what you're referring to. If you're referring to Josh, I actually don't even know what you're referring to. So a 5, yeah, you notice nothing, sir. So anyways, he grabs it. He grabs it. A 10's not enough. Because he's like mumbling to himself, and it's a bunch of people clad in armor. Cluttering about, climbing up a rocky slope, and so on and so forth. A blinking hound growling. Too much noise for you to make it out. Anyway, so he pulls out this small little like crystal-like rock, and he mutters something to himself, and then he throws it on the ground, shattering it. What that does is, I probably should have typed this in while I was saying that. What that does is everywhere in a pretty massive radius, about a 50-foot radius, around where he shatters it onto the ground. So it covers, because he's walking up the middle of the rubble, like all the rubble to his left, to his right, the rubble in front of him and stretching into the keep a little bit, and behind him is a 50-foot radius around where this man is, smashed into the rock. Invisibility Purge takes place. Invisibility Purge does 2 things. 1, it immediately ends the invisibility on Raerin, so, you know, that's cool. And the other thing it does is it makes the blink on the blink dog stop for about a half second, and then it just continues to blink a bunch more, and it goes away. So the dog we blinked out of being able to be visible And while it's out of being invisible, you can literally see the dog in the other plane of existence, kind of like jumping a little bit to the side, and then it blinks back into existence here. So you can kind of see it doing that in the other plane. It's like kind of you jump over it and it blink back into place. And then you can see like as it blinks out again, all of a sudden it's invisible again and blinks back in the different spots as it's kind of like jumping back and forth as it in and out of the planes. So anyways, that being said, Neil's visible and it's not far from the rest of the melee people. They, of course, seeing Neil's nearby, they immediately start clamoring about to surround the fucker. Unfortunately, because of their slow speed, because they are clad in like heavier armor, they're not going to be able to like run up and attack him, but they do immediately surround around him. So you can imagine where Raerin is. They kind of like climb up and around over on the rubble and move down and around him and kind of encase him 6 on 1. None of them get attacks this round, though, unfortunately. It's now Ilen's turn.
Okay. Do I have Blessings Rogue still going right?
Yes, sir. Yep. This has only been, what, 3 rounds for you? So, yeah. Awesome. That's my
Hand
favorite
up
one
as
to
a
see
swift
people.
action.
Yep. I love that one getting rolled.
I guess I'm going to use the movement to roll the fireball over them. Let me prop
It only
that.
hurts the person you landed on, so probably the next one in line, or you move it up to hit the guy that just moved away.
You know what? I'll move it up to hit the guy that ran away to try and actually start thinning their numbers.
Yeah, it's a murder. I gotcha.
They shot first.
Did they, though? You were there.
They shot first.
Did they, though? Because I'm pretty sure there was some nice omelets. I'm just saying. Neil walked in saying, "You made breakfast, did you? Don't worry. I brought my own salt shaker." And just went ham on the eggs. You're like...
Yeah, so that results in
Raerin walked in, was
murder.
like, "Why are you invading a deer?" And he was like, "How dare you suggest that that's what it is? It's not that. It's something else entirely."
And then they went to assassinate the leaders of one of the city states. So, maybe they are invading a deer. Sorry, I'll hit the damage thing. Boop. Oh.
That's a good one. I'm not even going to roll for his save. He just dies.
Okay, and then so that's my movement. Then for an actual spell, I don't know if I have anything. How far away from me is Raerin?
About 40 feet or so. 50 feet.
Okay, so my I can use my movement to do that. Can I use my action as movement as well?
Your action is movement. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna move up closer so that I can get within I'm mental blanking on the name. Channel energy range, which is 30. I believe.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Channel energy.
Oh, okay.
30 foot. Yep. So I want to get within 30 feet of Raerin, and then I'm also going to have Ares attack one of the dudes.
Go ahead, make the attack roll.
That's more like it. Ares jump up and bit the back of the fucker's neck.
Absolutely, he did. That's beautiful. I just got to double check. Do blink dogs also have trip like hounds and whatnot do? I don't think they do. They do not. Cool. All right, so he just jumps up and fucking, like you said, bites the shit out of that guy. So, and then leaves the plane of existence.
The guy, throws him off. The guy throws him off. It disappears, just appears on the ground again. Perfectly fine.
Yep. So beautiful. All right, next is going to be, after Ilen, is Raerin's turn. Sir, you're surrounded by 6 guys. One of them just got hit by a poopy.
Are you skipping me?
Where were you?
I was last in initiative, and now I just realized when you were back with Tesh.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
You're skipping me.
I was just excited to kill Neil.
Huh. Nice.
So go, and then we'll go to Neil. So,
Oh, no, that's okay. Just give me.
just take your turn and stop whining.
Um,
Talk more. You'd be less
Can
forgettable.
give me something to talk about?
Let's talk about sex, baby.
can I
Let's
take,
talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make we. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
Oh.
Right, and with that, can I peek around the corner and see if I can see everyone?
Yeah. You walk a little bit and go, oh, that's what's going on over there.
Is there an obvious like commander or somebody with that looks more in charge than the rest?
You honestly don't know Paradel
like
armor. You don't know Paradel troops well enough. You can make a knowledge check.
I mean, does anyone have nicer armor than the others? You know what I'm saying?
Nope, they're all wearing armor. You can make a knowledge check.
What do you want me to make? What check?
Like a knowledge, history or local.
Sure. I'll make a knowledge local. As I do so, no, I won't do that. All right, knowledge local.
Yep. If you stood your ground, this would happen again, but you'd have bull strength and bear's endurance on you.
So knowledge local. That's you have ranks in knowledge local.
I do.
Cool. So you take a -5 because it's Paradel, not this place, but that's enough to know which one is the commander. Yep, the one that was kind of like mouthing off to Raerin earlier.
Okay. I would like to. How far away are they from me?
From where you are, hold on, let me just do math.
I just want to know if I
about
can
60 feet.
So, what does Spectral Hand give me a range of?
170 feet or some shit.
Sweet. I'd like to make a touch attack.
Go ahead.
At him and cast this spell. So, do I roll the touch attack first?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where it gets a little weird. Is this going off my strength?
No. Wait, touch attack? It's strength or dex.
Yeah.
It's actually your choice. No, wait. Touch is strength.
Because I'm attacking with the thing though.
Yeah, you make a touch attack, which is based off of your strength. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I am going to do this as I can as a swift. An immediate action can be treated as a swift in my turn. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Do that. And add 8 to my strength.
Okay. This has a +4.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I will use the... what does that give me now? Alright, there's +2 on this as well because of I get +2 for the Spectral Hand. Gives me that as a bonus. As well as +1 for penance, I think.
Okay. Yep,
So
you
I'll
do
make
penance,
my attack.
and
So-
also the eight of the martyr.
Same. Oh, so is it +4 then, all up?
I believe.
Sweet. I'll make the attack roll.
Oh my fucking.
Okay, and what's the spell you're
Unfortunately,
casting?
doesn't matter, but...
I don't even know what you're casting yet. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Bestow Curse. Let's see. There's nothing here that a critical hit would work on, is there?
No, I don't think so with spells. Not with any that do ability damage.
Does Bestow Curse require a touch attack first?
Yeah.
Creature touch.
Well, it's creature touched. That's why I cast Spectral Hand. So I can deliver touch attacks.
You're right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Range touch.
it's creature touch. It's range touch. I get that, but I don't think it requires a touch attack.
Targets creature touched.
No. I understand what you're saying, but usually if it requires a touch attack, it specifically says so inside the description of the spell, and because usually it's either a touch attack or it's a saving throw. It's usually not both, but maybe I'm mistaken on this one.
Isn't the touch attack really just trying to get your hand on them? So.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So you can't touch them without touch attacking.
No, I understand. It's just, I honestly, it's been so long since I've had to deal with a spell like this. It's been literally years that I don't remember, but we'll ignore that for now. So target creature touch, you touch them. What are you doing, sir? What are you minimizing?
I am going to take away. Okay, -6 to an ability score.
Which score?
Ooh.
What score?
I mean, they have heavy armor. If you take away strength, they might be like, oh.
Yeah, what is their armor score?
Heavy armor.
Heavy armor. Sure, I'll take it from strength. I was going to take it from con, but I'll take it from strength.
Okay.
If he fails. Which he does.
Yep. So, yeah, he is not strong enough to be easily sitting inside this armor now. He's like literally getting weighed down by the armor. Okay, cool. Thank you. Now it's Raerin's turn. Raerin, you just saw their commanding person kind of get dropped by some spectral hand, kind of reach out, kind of like grabbed him.
I have a couple of custom-y spells because they've been given to me as righteous chosen of the gods. Blade Wreath typically uses daggers and deals a dagger's amount of damage.
Correct.
Does it deal a katana's amount of damage in my case?
No.
Cool.
That'd be a lot.
That'd be broken.
It's still going to be a lot. So they're surrounding me on every single side.
Yeah, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Within
The
5
second
feet.
they said that,
Okay.
I was hoping you'd do
I
this.
forgot you had this ability.
Raerin places his hand on his katana.
Yeah.
And
It's
tucks.
suspicious.
And he...
Where'd that
draws
spectral
it-
hand come from?
He draws it... Sorry for the full-on anime guys here. He draws it for just
Yes.
about 2 inches, and then it glows with the purple glow. It lights up with the blue light of his own power, and then the red light of the sword's power. And there's a flash of purple light, and he casts Wreath of Blades. So when they start their turn on it, each one of them will take 3d4 plus 2 damage.
Yeah, because you cast a spell and they're there, so they can't get away from it, can they? So isn't there damage for immediately after you cast it too? It starts its turn within the area? Okay. Yeah.
Then that was the good one to roll the damage low on, because now you can roll it on the next ones.
Okay.
Well, that's actually not that low. That's actually...
Yeah, I
Pretty
mean,
nice.
it would hurt them a lot, but
Why does it say
honestly-
3d4 plus 2? Where'd that plus 2 come from?
because I've enhanced the sword,
Gotcha.
and those enhancements go through.
Yep. Nope, I understand. Cool. Awesome. Now it's going to be the archers' turns. The archers are lining up their attack, and they can't obviously attack Raerin because Raerin's
Yep.
you know, surrounded. So they're going to attack at the others, and I'm going to keep trying to chip away at Ilen here. I mean, I'd like to kill Krull, but we're going to keep chipping away at Ilen for a minute.
Jake's face there. He was like, "You're a bitch, Scar." That's what that face was.
I'm hiding, alright?
Yeah. Who's the bitch? What? Double checking late crossbow. It's 1920 to crit with a cross. Yes, it is. So one of those is a chance to crit. I'm going to roll a d20 roll /R d20 to see whether or not that one crits. And I'm obviously going to use a daddy's dice on the 16. Fuck. So it doesn't crit.
Yeah.
So I clearly use a daddy's dice on the 16. Yay!
And you
Damn
really
it.
just make it.
I hit you 3 times.
Give me the deets.
Yep. Oh, not even that much. 13 points of damage. As 3 more hits come flying at Ilen, and Ilen's like under fire for more than he's ever been before. And that is going to be the 5 archers, all of their turns. That then brings us to Krull. Krull, what do you do, sir, with this turn, since you just got your last one?
Does ability damage stack?
Ability damage stacks. Ability penalties do not. Ability penalties do stack with damage. What does this mean, Scott? I know it's so complicated. If you were to say if you were to say have ability damage from a disease and ability damage from a curse, they do stack. If you were to have ability damage from a curse and ability penalty from a spell, they stack. If you have ability penalty from a spell and ability penalty from a spell, they don't stack. You just take the greater of the two. Okay? What are you thinking about doing? Thank you, Josh. I think I was thinking of 5e. This is, again, addition blindness. And 5e, you do one or the other. You never do both. In this version, I think you actually can do both. I was kind of thinking about that as we went on. Because I'm pretty sure that, what's his name? I made a homebrew spell that's really powerful for Elijah in Regicide, and his actually requires both an attack roll and a saving throw afterwards for a secondary effect, which is more of a Pathfinder's design spell. Moving on, Jake, go ahead.
I'm thinking about casting this.
Okay. Cool.
At the same guy.
Sure. You cast it at the same guy. However, something strange happens as you cast this. Literally, it's one of those things where as you inflict pain, you hear a bit of a laughter from inside of your head. And actually, the attention of who that's supposed to be cast on shifts slightly. Raerin, can you please make me a will save?
Oh. The Emperor, fuck.
Damn it. God damn it. Oh, what's partial do?
It's for one round.
So you have all of a sudden you feel pain running up and down your body. Oh my God, it hurts. The bad part is it hurts familiar. It literally feels like you're being crushed all around you. It feels like from your head down to your shoulders and like your body is being crushed all around. But for some reason, below your hip, like your legs and your knees and whatnot, don't feel like they're being crushed. It's a strange feeling, whatever it is. But it hurts all around, Raerin. It gives you a -4 penalty to all your checks and whatnot for the next round. Anything else, Kroll, or are you good?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kroll. We can call him. Oh fuck, Hoyer. We're gonna call you Hoyer this week. You can throw some interceptions. So, anyways, you it's now gonna be the melee people's turns. One of them is now gonna turn his attention towards the dog. One of them is like, this fucking armor, as he's like all being like literally crushed by the armor. He's actually going to do something else, but first let me have my remaining 4 attacks against Neil. Yes, sir?
No, they all take 64 plus 2 damage first.
Oh, yeah. 6d4? What?
Yeah.
It's 3d4.
Oh, 3d4, sorry.
Plus 2. Yeah, which is not 9 points of damage, and there's no save on that, is there? Oh, it's reflex for half. So, I can actually...
Let me roll it.
And there's 6 people there? You already rolled it. It's the 9 slashing it.
No, it's not. It's
Oh.
it's in the instant. They all fail.
Why do I see a bunch of D6s on the...
Yeah, why are they... What?
You rolled a bunch of d6s.
You did roll D6s.
Sorry, mate, you failed.
Wait, who rolled these? Did I roll D6? Oh,
Yes,
I'm an
You
idiot.
rolled D6s.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be like, wow, they failed real hard. They realized what was happening.
Oh, there's +1s to these. Sorry. Oh wait, no, there's
Oh,
not.
fucking.
Oh,
fuck.
DC is 18. I'm gonna daddy's dice one of those. And he succeeds. So it's gonna be half damage. 1, 2, 3 succeeded. I'll daddy's dice one more because they've got a pretty good chance of success. A 50-50. Yes.
You only rolled 4 saves.
No,
There's
look,
6
there's
guys.
2 above it. There's 2 above it before it separates.
6. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yep.
see.
Yep. So I have 4 successes, 2 failures. I just, for the sake of keeping track of everybody's HP, I put this one over here. Tesh, when you bit that boy, you did 7 damage, I think.
I want to say yes. Let me scroll up and see. Yes.
And Neil's damage was the it's 9 damage, right? So
no, I need to roll it per. It's not like a fireball.
No, I know. Oh wait, per person?
It's not a single tick of damage that affects every.
Oh god, that would take way too long per person. So we're gonna use the 9 and hope that you roll well in the future. So let's see. This would be this person takes 9, so that is okay. Then 1 second as I just do this out real quick. Over here, here, and then 9 damage for this guy. Cool. All right, thank you. And so that will be that. After that is going to be Ilen's turn.
Okay. Well.
Oh no! Wait. No, sorry. They took damage before they did their turn.
Yeah.
They now
That's
get their
right,
turn.
yeah.
Ha! Now they get to attack you, sir. Bow time too. Oh, I know why. It's because I need to do this for all of them. It's plus, so they usually get that. So instead of rolling with a plus this instead. That's 2 attacks. That's 3 attacks. And that's 4 attacks against Raerin. Hopefully I can get some goddamn critical hits up in here. Yep, so 4 attacks against Raerin. I don't even know what his AC is. So without telling me, because I have to decide. I want to say it's greater than a 17 because it's Pathfinder, so I'm going to only Daddy's Dice that one. Does 19 hit? Sorry.
Neil?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I assume that the 12 and whatnot do not hit, so. And he's going to roll his damage against you. Oh. R-D... Ooh, 12 points of damage. Woohoo! I actually got a good hit on you. Okay, so that's 12 points of damage against Raerin as they... oh, actually, they should have had 2 higher chance to hit. Damn it, that's actually a 21 chance to technically because they're flanking you all around. So that 14... Is the 14 worth chancing? You know, I have so many Daddy's Dice, I never get to use them. That 12 is actually a 14. I'm actually going to Daddy's Dice that, see if I can hit you. An 18 hits! An 18 hits?
It makes my AC.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god! That's amazing! Woohoo! Another 11 points of damage. Oh yeah, boys. All right, cool. After that is now Ilen's turn. Oh, no, sorry. One guy does attack the dog. /R. They don't get the extra bonus, so they just get the regular +3. D20 +3 against the dog.
One of these guys needs to have, like, the ability damage.
No. That's why there's only 4 attacks. He's so weak right now, he can't even attack. AC 14, that does hit. It's a 50-50 shot, so I'm going to /R D2. And then more or less if it's odd to hit. Waiting for the result. It's odd to hit. He hit the dog. And he's going to do this much damage to the blink dog. 10 points of damage to the blink dog.
Fuck, that's
a lot.
a big hit.
Yep. All right, cool. After that's going to be Raerin's turn. Oh, no, Ilen's turn.
We need to remember to roll the Broga thing.
Yep, so roll your Broga thing, Ilen.
Do that.
Ooh. Ilen needs to make extra attacks.
Once again, can I use that on Ares? Because I can't use that.
Nope.
Oh.
Ares wasn't blessed.
Well, so first of all, movement is that fireball's going to roll on into the next one in line.
Yep.
So let me do the damage for that.
Thank you.
4.
That's one guy, and he does he have a +1 to his roll? I think. So it's just 20 +1. Woohoo!
Oh,
he takes no damage. Boom, boom, baby.
it's okay because while he's reeling from that victory, I'm now I deliberately placed myself 30 feet away from Raerin.
Yep.
And you said they're surrounding him. which means not all of them will be in range for this. So I can just knock off. I can take away 5 people from channel energy.
Oh. Okay.
So I heal the dog, Raerin, and myself.
Okay, so you heal the dog, Raerin, yourself, and anybody else?
Nope, because I have
selective channeling.
Selective channeling.
Okay, cool. So everybody heals 12 individually, or do you have a pool of 12 that's spread?
No, it's everyone heals 12.
Okay, cool. So you can heal yourselves as appropriate, and that's gonna be Ilen's turn. Oh, the dog though. The dog is its turn.
Yep. Ares is gonna bite the same guy he bit before. Or try to at least. Fuck yeah! Oh, less damage, but still fuck yeah.
Awesome. That guy is definitely getting a little beat up. So that is.
Raerin, you got 12 health.
Yep.
And actually, did he start he started the turn with damage, right?
Yeah, he did. Why?
Because my life link means I would get 5 damage and he heals for 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me ping it again for you.
Oh, you take some of you heal some of your life force into him. I understand.
So basically the tether has that a bit of life.
It's a tug. It's a tug from you into him. Mm-hmm.
So I took an 11 and a 12. So what, you take 10 damage and I gain 10.
No. I when you start your turn with damage, I heal you for 5 and I take 5 damage myself.
Correct. So and then he also healed you 12. So you're only missing 6, I think, now, Neil.
Yeah, so at the start of your turn, I take 5 damage, you heal.
Oh, okay.
You heal that, and then I also heal 12 damage.
That soldier that the Blink Dog is attacking, without giving any more detail, he is really fucked up. After Ilen's turn is going to be Raerin's. Raerin probably saw himself as being in a bit of a tight spot for a second there, like, oh, everything's going wrong, so on and so forth. But then all of a sudden that pain subsides, that penalty is now kind of like removed from him, and you feel a huge wave of healing from the martyr. What's up?
Do I not have it for this one round?
Didn't you have it last round, but instead oh, that wasn't your turn, that was them. Yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Roll your burger thing.
Oh, I thought that was the round that you cast the spell.
Stand up as a swift action. This is amazing. I love it.
I have yet to use Virga.
I would like to.
Yeah, but sometimes you're on a streak where you just destroy in combat.
I'd like to actually cast a spell.
Go ahead.
This isn't a spell-like ability.
Cool.
And I'm surrounded by 6 people.
So I assume you're casting defensively?
Yeah, my spell does something with that.
15 plus, 2 times spell level, so it's just a 17 concentration check.
What was that? Wreath of Blades does something with it. While subject to the spell, you do not provoke attacks of opportunity for casting spells, even from creatures with the Disruptor's Fee.
He's looking at the screen like, fuck you.
So I can just cast it, right?
Hey, you gave him this spell.
I didn't. The sword did.
Oh, the sword
It's
did.
literally
Okay,
a curse. It's literally the curse. God damn it. All right, moving on. Do you guys notice that they haven't used any luck this entire thing? It's very frustrating.
Have as much luck as you.
You think so? But you haven't spent this, so you have no idea how much luck you have.
I mean, this is the thing, though. We've either succeeded by a ton or lost by a
Listen, my archers are going to attack now. So
I'm going to make this spell as part of my full round action of spell combat, so I can cast a spell, then attack. So it's with a -2 penalty. So -2 on top of my -4. So it's a -6 penalty. But actually, I'm going to take that even further because I've got combat expertise.
Oh my god. What the fuck? It wasn't your turn yet, though.
It is. Raerin's done. He cast a spell. He can't do anything else.
No. I'm literally talking, Scott. You're not listening.
No, you're whispering to yourself as you're trying to do math on +4 to your AC.
I'm now making attacks. So I'm going to attack someone.
Wait, how are you attacking someone? Oh, because of your...
I'm the mages.
Yeah.
Cool. Has that got my fat minuses on there? No, it doesn't. Sorry, that's a -6 to that roll.
Okay. So 12?
Yes.
A 12 misses.
And then he will make his second attack. Cool. I'm done.
Scott, you rolled them out of order. You rolled them when it wasn't your turn.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to reroll that shit. All right. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, first of all, I have my 3. So, I know 4 of them hit. I know one of them, the 16, I don't think hits. So, straight up Daddy's dice that 16 to make it a hit. And 18 hits. Cool. For my 3 natty 20s.
You need to roll. You need to roll for Blade Wreath first, right?
What do you mean roll for Blade Wreath? No. This is yeah.
Okay, cool.
So for the 3 that have rolled 19s, I have to roll to see if they score critical hits. So currently I have 5 hits. God damn it!
No critical hits.
With shield.
God damn it! I'm not aiming for him.
Wrong person. He's shooting me.
Yeah.
I'm confused as well because he didn't tell us anything that he was doing.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing every round. So an 11. God damn it! I don't know what your AC is. I can't look because it's cheating because I have Daddy's dice. So I don't think you have a 15 or less. So I can't even Daddy. No critical hits. God damn it! All right, I really hope I fuck you up right now. I really hope it. All right, let's see. Where's my damage? Sorry. There you are. 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. It's only going to be, I don't know how many attacks I have here, but it's only 25 damages. So. I think I only have 4 there. So I have to roll 1 more. Okay. And I rolled garbage. 5 attacks hit you, and I do nothing. I do 20 damage. That's it. 20 damage and 5 attacks. That's awful. All right. So that's that. After that is going to be after you take 20 damage, which is nothing to Ilen. It's Kroll's turn. Kroll.
All right. Well, what's he gonna do? How far is Ilen from me?
Not far, maybe 30 feet.
30 feet. All right, let me roll this.
Inflict love.
I will just try and inflict pain on one of the other people.
Oh, yeah?
And I will say to the Emperor, don't be petty. We need to get out of the situation.
You know what? Actually, I legitimately like that. That was good. Like, not angry at him. Just like, we have more important things to do. That was good. All right, cool. So anyways, this is going to be against which one?
It's not the same guy that's having trouble even attacking or anything. It's just going to be one of the other ones.
No problem. So this guy does not have a +3. Then he only has a +1.
-4 attack.
Yeah, he fails. Cool. After Kroll, anything else, Kroll?
Nope.
Cool. I hate to say this. I'm just gonna throw a random thing in chat. Don't worry about the image. This image is just for the sake of initiative tracking, because it doesn't matter what it is. That's actually here. It's again just for the sake of initiative tracking. So this is in initiative, right? Where are you? Okay. Kroll, right after you go, something strange happens. You what the hell are they called? Sorry. So right after you like cast a spell, you see the creature. Sorry, you all of a sudden you feel some strange thing happen as like you see arms from behind you like reach out and grab you, but these arms are strange looking. They're kind of like a mustardy kind of yellow with elongated fingers and so on and so forth. You just see like for a second like something reaching out from behind you and grabbing at you, trying to get hold of you. What do you? I have to attack your flat-footed AC. So when I tell you this next, when you see this next attack roll, understand it's against your flat-footed AC. Okay?
It doesn't matter.
I don't say. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
You can't catch him flat-footed. It's impossible.
Okay. So it's going to grab at you. It's easily going to hit you. Its damage is going to be, it's nothing crazy. It's plus I think that's what it is. 8 points of damage. But here's the most important part. Could you make me, I think it's a will save? Give me 1 second. Just having a hard time pulling this stupid thing up. There it is. That took fucking forever. Damage is off by 1. You're actually supposed to take 1 less point of damage than that, just so that you are aware. And okay. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Okay, yep. You just disappear with him. So yeah. Something grabs you. All you know is that something grabs you. That's all you know. From behind.
Well, I mean, I'd know more, wouldn't I?
No. Not at the moment. You just know something grabs you from behind.
Stops.
Yep. His consciousness legitimately stops as something grabs you from behind. Absolutely. Now we're going to go to the melee people's turns. One of them is going to take a -4 to its attack roll. So as I'm attacking you, Raerin, with these...
they're all in, so roll 3d4 plus.
Oh, yep, please do that to me.
One of them should fucking die.
Actually, yep.
Reflex save.
I didn't do enough, but that's fine. Ooh, 90-20.
2 save. Half damage.
Yep, correct. And then because there's 2 more... Oh, jeez, those are bad rolls. Huh. So, we're going to say that actually, unfortunately, that 90-21, just because of how I have their initiative, their stuff lined up, that 90-20 gets half damage, but he's the one that's already been so messed up by a couple of different things, he actually dies. So the 90-21 ends up dying anyways. The next guy barely takes damage. Huh?
I thought there were 6 guys around.
But one of them died by the dog.
Ah.
Right. No, that was when the dog was attacking. Oh, you know what? I was just ignoring. I was ignoring one of them. Yep, you're right. So I actually do get to roll one more. And he fails too. Thank you. The next guy only did half damage. The rest of them are all going to take the 9, which is pretty legit. All right, cool. It is now their turn to actually attack you. After I'm done doing the math, and so 4 are going to attack you, sir. Because one that died was the one from the dog. 1 second. I'll get to my macro there. Nope, apparently not. Cool, I'm just going to do this. D20 plus 3 against you, sir. Boom. First guy. Second guy. Third guy is all against you, Neil. And fourth guy, this guy actually does not get a plus 3, he gets a -1. So clearly the 21 hits you. I'm going to daddy's dice both my 14s.
None hit right now.
Oh, shit, you have shield on. I know you cast shield. They saw you cast shield, so I'm only going to daddy's dice the 21. Does 24 hit you?
Does it? Yes.
Cool. You take 7 points of damage, sir. Thank you very much. One of them is going to... that's 1, 2, 3, 4. One's dead, and the other one is the guy in the armor that can't really do much because his armor is too heavy, so he's literally just standing there getting beat up. After all of their turns, it's Ilen's turn. Ilen, perception check.
Does Ilen feel the life link change?
That's a good point.
Is Ilen... what was that? Yes.
My lifelink.
Yes. So you don't need to roll a perception check. Thank you. This actually does it for you. All of a sudden, you feel your connection to Kroll disappear.
I look over. What do I see?
He's not there.
Oh shit.
You take 5 points for lifelink.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, you take damage from me. Thank you. Let's focus on the important things here.
So you gain 5 health.
Yes, so I heal 5 health. He's like a big mana battery, but for health as well.
Yeah, you want to know the best thing? First of all, that fireball's going to attempt to re-roll over the guy it missed before. Oh! The ball is actually missed.
Okay, well then. Let's see if he can repeat that save. What does he have, a +1, I think? Ah!
Damn it.
Oh, that makes me so happy. All right, Ilen, you can go with your turn, sir.
Okay, well, I'm going to do one of these on myself.
Beautiful.
I'm going to heal myself at 26 health.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
But do you touch yourself?
Indeed.
All right.
And then Ares is going to chomp at a new guy. Whoever looks the weakest, Ares is going to go for them.
Okay.
Oh! Well, not much damage, but I hit, I think.
That might actually be enough to drop the person. I'll get to that in 1 second. Is there anything else you were doing with your turn, sir?
So I've done. All I can do as far as like look around, move. Can I yell to Raerin?
You can, and for the record, that is enough to drop another guy. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I would just yell, something's happened to Kroll. He's gone.
Can Raerin reply at any point?
Yeah. You can reply. You just hear that. What?
Yeah. Raerin would be like, "What do you mean gone?
Lifelink's gone.
He ran?
No, just snap, gone.
Well, find him then."
Little busy. As he's literally got arrows wedged in him. Little busy.
Yes, me too.
All right. All right, let's go. This is you guys just don't believe me when I roll behind the fucking, what's it called? That I roll awesome all the time. I'm just amazing. After Ilen's turn is Raerid's turn.
Raerin will stab a guy next to him.
Can I just tell you guys something really dumb to pull attention away from the fact that he just rolled that, and fuck you, Neil. So at work, the reason why I've been doing all this crazy virtual training for this past week is because we're supposed to gather together. Actually, funny enough, they fly a bunch of people out to Anaheim in California. It's like where Disneyland is. Anyways, to like have a bunch of people put together inside like a venue for this training kind of stuff. But instead of doing that, they're like, hey, Corona, let's be safe. Let's do this social distancing, so on and so forth. We shouldn't be gathering in masses and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to just do this from home. We set up this whole website. We're going to do this whole thing this way. Yeah, we're doing it that way. Cool. Today's the last day of the stuff that we have to do. And so about 35 people are all meeting down in Newport, Rhode Island to hang out after it's all done. To like go out for drinks and hang out and chill and so on and so forth. And I'm like, is this exactly what the company didn't want us to do? Like, you do realize by choosing to do this, if one of you is sick and all of you get sick, you just put the company's profitability and everything on the line. Like, because, like, isn't this dumb?
It's fucking dumb.
Yeah, and considering that each one of us work with a different group of people, you know what I mean? Because that's what they do is they grab one person, do the training, and they go back and help train others. Anyways, so it's like, you could, in theory, infect, let's say, I don't know, 35 could easily turn into like 300. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just dumb. It's pretty dumb. So I'm not going, by the way. I'm not going. But
good move.
I was the first person to say no, and then a couple of the oldest people in the group finally went. I was like, oh, thank God. I thought I was the only douchebag. So, but yeah, it was upwards 50 people were supposed to go. It's like, I was the first. I was like, no, to no, moving on. So continuing. Yeah. So you confirm your critical hit. Oh. Strengths, weaknesses. His strength is he has a really, really fine backswing. His weakness, however, is he puts way too much butter in his eggs. Way too much butter.
What?
Anyways, he's dead now.
Tell me why he was sent.
Give
me the Lady of Wisdom.
You don't get to know why he was sent.
Him?
Why not? No, that's okay. The leader dude is the dude who's not fighting. So we can just interrogate him afterwards because he's currently being crushed by armor.
I don't want to interrogate a dude.
Do you get another attack now or no?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
I presume he's dead, by the way, at 21 damage.
Oh, yeah. I think I was dead. I said that, I thought. Attack roll 20 hits. But thanks, Anno. Thanks, Anno. Thanks, Anno. Thanks, Anno. Thanks, Anno. You killed another one. Thanks, Anno. Thanks, Anno. Thanks, Anno. So the dog is fighting one, and the leader is there. That's it. Just the dog and the leader guy. This goes to the crossbowmen, who aren't dumb.
Can I move?
Oh, yeah. You used the full round action to attack twice.
Oh, wait. So they're all dead except for the leader dude?
Twice.
And what are you saying, Tesh?
They're all dead except for the leader dude?
Roll Rogar quickly. See if you just got 3 and you could have just done.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. 6, you get to choose. Make an extra attack. But oh my God. Roll, sir. Roll. What are you looking at? You just roll with your highest base attack bonus. Roll.
Well, I don't know whether I want to kill him.
You either attack or you don't attack. Those are your options. Roll.
No, because I got a 6. I can choose what I want.
No. Oh, gotcha. Fair. But there's another guard. You realize it's not just the leader. There's another guard there too.
Yeah, but Ilen's more capable of dealing with that.
Sure.
Yeah. Actually, using the double movement to get close to those archers might be a good idea.
You would only suffer 1 attack of opportunity, and your AC is insane. So.
Or I could cast a spell.
That could work too.
To teleport there. Now I'm definitely there. I don't need to walk.
Dog opens dimension door. Go on. Raerin gets on handed knees.
That's right. Finally, a creature that understands how powerful I am. These extraplanar creatures should be like this dog. Loyal.
Yeah, I cast a single spell of 2nd level or lower.
Yep.
I was enlarged, extended. So can I extend?
Yep.
Raven's flight, so I get a flight speed of 50 foot.
Extend is actually duration.
Yeah, so I can extend it to like 2 rounds, so I can 100 foot of flight. Basically.
Absolutely, yes.
So he's just gonna go.
So more or less, you turn into a bird and you stay a bird. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So as a swift action, you turn into a bird, but the problem is...
It doesn't change my AC because it's not specified.
I want to be clear, though. You gain a fly speed of 50, but the problem is you don't move because you don't have a... You did a full round action. So you don't have a speed right now. And also, that's a swift action spell to cast. You can cast that anyways.
It's the first action on your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so scrap that. Scrap that, my bad. Yeah, thank you.
Why has Raerin become an actual anime character? Because the image we used originally to depict Raerin was an anime character.
Pretty much.
So
not my fault.
All in from the beginning.
I'm okay with him becoming an anime. I mean, can you really say that?
I can't actually get that and stand up as a make 1 extra.
Hey guys, while he's thinking, listen, yesterday I made an awesome breakfast for the wife and daughter. I made a great breakfast just in time to eat and then immediately run into a conference call. What's the likelihood that Brittany makes breakfast today? Do you think it's possible? I'm saying it quiet so she doesn't hear me, but
I was gonna say that when you think about it, Ilen also is pretty anime character-ish with the whole turning into a flaming being thing. That's very anime.
All right, chat. This is the way it's going to go. Okay, we need to elect one person in here. You guys get to elect one PC to be the representative. Oh, actually, I'll let the PCs choose because it doesn't matter because it's not gambling if it's with the viewer, with the players. I can't do anything with the viewers. To you guys, you three, do you think there will be breakfast made or not made? What are you thinking?
It usually is made for you every week. So yeah.
She usually goes out to our favorite bagel place and gets me.
What's the difference?
I reckon.
Fair enough.
You will get breakfast. Is what we bet.
That's my.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay, but will it be made or will it be purchased? That's the gamble.
I think it'll be purchased.
What do you boys think?
Probably. I think purchased.
What do you think, Jake?
I'm gonna go made.
Okay.
Wild card.
All right. All right. So this is a 2-to-1 bet. It's a 2-to-1 bet on this one. How many daddies you guys throwing into this bet?
I'm not bet. Do I hit with a 15, by the way?
5,000. Okay. It's 5,000 daddies in this bet.
Oh my god.
There definitely is not.
Yep. All right. Cool. Jake, I hope you at least have 5,000 left. All right.
Do I even have 5,000 daddies?
I think you do.
You are not stealing 5,000 of my daddies.
Oh no. You have a chance of making 10.
No, stop.
So anyways, Black Blade. Sir. This sir, Black Blade. What are you doing? What are you doing? Attacking?
I'm hitting one of the guards.
Do you think a 15 is good enough to hit somebody with heavy armor?
Use a luck dice.
They're pathetic. I'm not lucking these guys.
No, we have luck. Use it. Just try and get in.
Okay. Well, I'm doing it to find out how much luck we have. Then.
Fine. Say your excuses.
Jesus Christ. Yes, it's enough to hit.
Damn.
Holy fucking.
Yeah. You don't have as much luck as fuck you. Anyways, yeah, you hit. 2 damage.
Oh my god, I had no idea. Okay, cool.
I don't have as much blah blah blah. And that guy's actually still standing, but barely. Okay. After that, finally, since it took you 45 minutes, now finally my archers get to go. I probably should have spent
45 minutes because you were talking. You did 3 aside.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, sir. How many of the archers died? Is it 2? No, only 1 archer's died so far. Oh, fuck. I did
Imagine killing the one guy who's still standing there doing nothing while one guy absolutely slaughters all of your heavy infantry. These guys are like, Paradel military are very tactical.
A 15 and a 16. Again, I don't remember what your AC is, but I think I heard you say 17 earlier. So I'm going to try to daddy's dice those 2.
We've shot him with 16 arrows and he still won't go down. Continue fire!
This is one of the reasons why I can't stand D&D is because it's like he gets shot 60 times and it doesn't matter. And Gerp should be dead a long time ago.
What about the one who's wearing cloth armor? No, continue fire!
I like the way Stars Without Numbers does it, where everything is a glancing blow that affects like your fight. Your ability to fight until the one that kills you is the one that actually lands.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way I usually describe it in this one is the arrow narrowly misses you or it leaves a scrape in you. I've been describing it that way for literally years.
I like that
because
like
it makes more sense.
Yeah.
What the hell? Oh, I rolled a 1d16. Whoops. Sorry, I'm just gonna reroll both of those.
This boy, so hacky.
Sorry. Let's just reroll everything.
Cheats.
You can't re-roll everything. You keep that 3, son.
No, that's good. That's 11.
No, you keep the 3.
Yeah, that's 11.
No,
11 damage.
It's 3.
Fight 10 damage.
-1,
Sorry, 10 damage. 10 damage.
-1.
All right, and now it's Kroll's turn. Oh. And now it's the fighting guy's turn.
Poor Jay.
Wait, so are you actually telling me that
he doesn't get anything?
No, there's literally nothing going on.
But surely he must get something.
He literally nothing going on.
Are you taking
guys? I will say
you blame Neil taking me out. This is all you. You are removing
I will
me
agree
from
with
the
that.
Last hour and a half of the thing.
I will say, this is the time temple. He may literally just not be here anymore.
he would still receive some form of consciousness feed.
Yeah, but it's not happening now, I think is what Scott's
I don't
doing.
care about Mr. Trumpy McMustard Hands over there.
I don't know. I'm taking a break.
I still think I wish he was here. Yeah, fair enough.
Ilen, hands reach out from behind you as well and grab at you.
Like me?
Yep. Absolutely. Does a 17 hit your touch AC?
Yes, but also if it does grab me, it then ignites.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a thing.
Oh wait, let me actually. I thought that was going to be the thing rather than just the.
Jesus Christ, 12 damage. What?
Yeah. Yeah, automatically bursts into flames.
Yep. That's a lot of damage. Okay. That actually gives it pause. That actually stops it for a second. So because that stops it for a second, because you literally damaged it on part of the grapple, it breaks the grapple immediately, meaning it has to try again, which it has to do a different way. So immediately what happens is you see arms reach around you and grab you. They do actually harm you. It does. I have to roll the damage, which is just 1d6 plus 1. D6 plus 1. So claws reach out and claw into you, giving you a mild scratch for 4 points of damage, and then grab onto you, which immediately immolates and sends the thing reeling back for a second. You whip around to see a horrifying sight. There's a creature immediately before you. It's hard to describe. If I had to give it a description, it looks like an elongated, kind of mustardy yellow, almost brownish bean, with 5 appendages coming off of it. It has 2 arms coming out from up above, right? Give me 1 second. So sorry. Just giving myself a visual cue. Sorry, it has 2 arms coming out from up above. So this elongated bean. The body is like the shape of like an elongated bean, almost like a kidney bean, sort of, right? On that kidney bean, it has its eyes sitting right near the top of it. This huge single horn coming out off literally the very top of the bean. You see that around its middle section of the bean, stretching all the way from around. Oh, you can't see where I'm pointing. Stretching all the way from like around the side over here to around the side over here is just. There's a huge gaping mouth, kind of like how you imagine the Joker's mouth looks much larger than it should be for a head that size. It stretches all around, leaving this big, huge mouth with these massive, sharp fangs. Up near the top of the bean, literally coming out just beneath where the eyes are, you see these two very long arms kind of like reaching out. The arms aren't like a typical human arm where it goes shoulder, upper section, lower section, hands. It's actually upper section, middle section, lower section, hands. The hand itself is a bit elongated with fingers that also have 3 digits to them, each one of them being extremely long, ending in very long claws. The hand itself is so long, it could easily like kind of grab the entire top of your head, like putting its hand over your mouth and its fingers reaching around and scratching the bottom back of your head. Beneath that set of arms that I just described is a second set of arms down in the lower half of this beam.
Hell. Oh my God.
So it has 4 arms reaching outwards. And if that wasn't freaky enough, it has a 5th arm reaching straight down from the bottom of the beam, and and it seems to be standing on 1 arm. So there's 1 arm holding it upright, 4 arms kind of around it, seeming capable of attacking, and a huge horn coming off the top. This thing is absolutely frightening looking. Either way, that's what you just saw try to grab at you, and you just immolated it and blasted it away. I imagine your character lets out some sort of screech or yelp when you see this.
Yeah. You hear, what the fuck is that?
Yep. And give me 1 second before we continue on, because I'm going to actually allow Neil to roll a perception check to see if he can see what it is. So see if he hears this. I'm mad at you. That balloon finally popped. Esme named it and everything. She's acting like her best friend died. Oh, don't be mad at me. Be mad at my daughter. It's not my fault she's cute. You know? All right. So what I need from you, what's your face? Tesh, is to open up Discord.
Ooh.
Scott's on Discord. Quick, everyone message him and ask for one break the entire show. Please, sir, I need to pee.
Go ahead, go pee.
I want a break.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And Neil, because your perception check got you a quick glance at it, you obviously heard my description. Could you do me a favor, go into Discord real quick?
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. That's that. Moving on. So you guys got to see what it looks like, and let us continue. After they happen, it's going to be the melee people's turns. One of them is going to attack the dog. Actually, it is top of initiative. We can take a break right now. Let's do that real quick. Top of initiative. It makes sense. No. I'm so sorry. It attacks you again. But this time it's just a straight grapple check. It's a straight grapple check.
I had a plan.
20 plus 12. I don't know what your CMD is.
Well.
Yeah, but it's a CMD.
Okay, 17. It still beats.
It grapples you, but this time you're not caught off guard. You actually get a will save.
Oh, cool. And does it also catch on fire again?
No, because your thing only works once, right?
No,
I can do it 10.
Every round.
Yeah.
Every round.
Oh my
round.
god, it does take fire damage again.
No. It's
It
the
would
same
take it
round,
next
so
round.
it doesn't take it this time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Takes
okay.
it once every single round.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I'm not scared of that at all. Roll your will save. Ah!
Oh, no, I didn't say I wanted to use Winifred's. Fuck.
Do you have anything else that modifies that?
I have the +1 from the blessing.
I
No,
imagine the DC.
So you
is a bit
technically have
high
an
for
11.
that.
You have an 11 from the Arbiter, and so
Yeah.
that you can luck it and hope that a 15 works.
Yeah, you're fucked. I reckon you're fucked anyway, but you can luck it if you like.
Yeah, well, I just wish I'd used Winifred's because I wanted to use Winifred's and luck, but I didn't say it in time. I clicked too quickly.
I'd like to apologise to you both for this. This is actually my trump. I said to Scott, I'm not getting enough time to speak on camera anymore. The speeches have really degraded.
14.
So he's just sweeping the.
14 does not work. You
isn't this fun?
listen, I had plans for today, but I got disrupted by somebody. I'm sorry. So Neil even asked me yesterday. I was like, oh, actually, no, I have a pretty good plan for tomorrow. Whoops. Anyways, so what happens is Raerin, what you see is you see like a burst of fire, you hear like a yelp or what the and you look over and you see that thing that you just saw, right? And then it reaches out and grabs with one of its hands, it reaches out and grabs Ilen by the shirt, pulls it in, and with two of the other arms wraps its arms around him, and then you're just gone. It's literally just like almost like if you saw like almost like a glitch on a TV, like a zzz, and just it's gone. They're not there anymore. You're alone. And now let's take a break. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. Everybody go pee. Go check and see if your wife and daughter are awake.
I have food.
Be right back.